Just so you know, you are in the background. You can say hello really quick, and then I'll move it. Hello, everybody. Day. Okay. Mom, do you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Now I'm gonna move camera. There you go. Okay. Yay, Shelly. Hello, Shelly. My mom says my phone rang a couple of times. There's no alerts on my phone. It's okay. So, Mabel. Shelly, hello. We tried to get, Mabel did try to come on deck just before we went live. And again, it said that the device is not connected. So I don't know, Mabel, what you've got for that. If you were able to do anything, if you were able to try with it. Oh, see, there's Mabel on deck, but device is not connected. They need to connect their mic or cam before you can add them to the stream. And I don't know if she can see the chat or not, or if you can see the live. Mabel, maybe you can at least hear me talking if you don't see the chat. Yeah, it says that your device is not connected, and I cannot add you to the stream until your devices are connected. Ah, oh goodness. Chalet says she can until she's in limbo. Yeah, because I know for Chalet, for you, if you were on deck, you couldn't see the chat, but I think you could still see the live. Well, gosh darn, Mabel. If we can't do that, I guess we'll just do the English words again. We'll just continue with the British and English words. But I hope that we can. I can't do anything on my end for this. Chalet says when she's going through the process, she can't see. Yeah. You can't see the live either, or you just can't see the chat. Can you tell me that, Chalet? So I know if Mabel can see the live. Because we really want to hear all these stories. You can't hear either. Yeah, so just in limbo. Okay. So she's just going to have to figure out to back out on her own or to connect those devices. I don't know what she has that's blocking her devices. I gave access to my cam and mic, but it still blocks them. Oh, Mabel. Yeah, it might have something to do with the Mac. So you have a Mac and an iPhone, I'm guessing. Both are Mac. Then are both Apple. And so, private chat. Okay, sorry, Mabel. Great. Yeah, I see that now. Drat. So Mabel, you did do the private chat. Okay, and I'm sorry I didn't see that at the time. I wonder if you have some setting that's stopping it. Yeah, she can log it. She tried. She downloaded StreamYard or not. I don't think you have to download it. You just have to sign up for StreamYard, and she could log in to stream herself. Well, you know what, Mabel? We're just going to have to watch your live to hear your stories, which is good for you, right? It just is set to allow to everyone. Yeah. So what do you think, Mabel, about, I mean, not right now at the moment, but like one day, whatever day works for you. I know you got on with me before. I remember like Christmas, right? Like right before Christmas. Um, because we were talking about the wrapping video, the video that you did of decorating. Your grandson was helping decorate the tree, and you had done those videos, and we were chatting about that as well as everything, you know. Ah, well, Chalet says she's using her psychic connections to make it work. LOL. Yes. Oh, she is. She is tried again, but so she can do. Let me private chat. Still not connected devices. Ah. Well, I think that, yeah, since she's got StreamYard and she can do her own live. It asked me to allow. Now it doesn't ask. It just blocks me. I don't know. I don't know why, but I think on Squirrels on Fire or T-Rev, one of them, um, I think we're mentioning that when the StreamYard has issues with the Apple products sometimes, not all the time. Can do it through Chrome or Safari, either one. Hmm. Okay. So what do you think about Mabel, if you later on this week or tomorrow or something, you just schedule your own live so that we all know when it is, and we can join your live and you can tell your stories. I mean, I would love to do it here, but oh, you're on deck, but you're still able to use the chat. So I'm guessing you're on a computer and not on a phone. Chalet, I think that the reason you're having problems seeing the chat when you're on deck is okay. She's Mabel's gonna log out of StreamYard and try again. And you're on the phone. Okay, but you can, because you're still on deck. Okay, now you're off deck. Um, but Mabel, it seems like when Mabel's on deck, she can hear us and stuff, because I guess maybe because she's not in the no. I don't know. Chalet, you and Mabel have different devices and have different experiences. And I don't know all that much about tech to tell you why. Um, so when you're on deck, you can hear, but it's before you get there that you can't. Interesting. Okay. Um, so we're going to give Mabel a chance to log out of the StreamYard and then try again. Oh, she's watching on the TV. Oh, maybe that's why you can see everything, because it's on the TV. Maybe, I guess you're connected on Bluetooth or something, or Chromecast onto the TV. Yeah. Chalet watches on her TV and texting on your phone like Mabel. Oh, okay. Well, I hope I don't look too strange. Did you guys see my mom earlier say hello when we first started? Because my mom's here visiting me in Cambodia. Oh, because there's probably a bit of delay then. So turn off the TV when you're actually on the live, on the panel. Okay. But my mom can do a quick hello again if you guys didn't see her before. Just let me know. You just don't want to see yourself on the TV. Funny. Oh, and one thing I noticed because I was watching the replay, and of course, so I could see I've always before clicked the option to show the live replay, um, and yeah, bingo. Um, so anyway, I was watching. Can you post the link again? Let me like actually click on it, make sure it's copied. Here's the link. Um, I noticed that some of the comments were held back for review. And it's like, okay, do you want to hide this or do you want to show? Well, it was hidden because they were holding it back for review. And then like click on it if you want to show this comment. And so I just want to say that as this goes on, if anybody sees anything like that, just show the comment. If there's, I mean, there was nothing wrong with any of the comments. They could have all been shown. But when I'm in StreamYard, see, so it's YouTube that's doing that, not StreamYard. So if you're watching on YouTube, maybe you would also see that. What do you think that this is an okay comment? And then click yes. I'm still logged. I do not see you backstage. No, you did not come up in backstage yet. You should just be able to click on that link and then it should just take you right to the backstage. We can call it that. I know sometimes I call it on deck. I don't know if somebody else said that or what, but I hear you, but I'm backstage still. No, Mabel, you're not backstage. It's only me. So you clicked on the link and then nothing happened at all? You didn't even. Should, could, would, but won't. Oh, Shelly. I just watched most of Pam's midnight musing. I think I heard you guys mentioned because she doesn't have her chat replay on. Um, I tried to find the option for this broadcast to make sure that I clicked it, that the live replay would be on. I mean, the live chat replay would be shown, and I couldn't find the option anywhere. I must have spent 10-15 minutes that I could have been spending, walking the dogs or whatever, but I could not find it anywhere. So hopefully it'll still have the replay of the chat. You haven't watched it yet. You were awake at 4:30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody who was with Pam's probably going to be sleeping late, and then I don't know if they'll be awake for mine. uh, okay, well, I should grab my handy dandy notebook and we can go over expressions if we can't talk about Mabel's story. I know we're all really looking forward to hearing it. Be watching Grands in a few. What's Grands? I don't know Grands. Hours. Lorene Pride. Oh, and we left off on polytunnel because when I said polytunnel, and then we started going off on rabbit trails and rambling, and we never got back to polytunnels. Oh, oh, you're going to be watching the grandkids in a few hours. Okay. I get it. Unstable Mabel, what happened? Where are you? We want you. We want you to be here with us. So polytunnel is something you have in a garden. Does that help enough? Shelley, you want to take a guess? We're gonna give Mabel every chance to come up here and tell her stories, but if she doesn't and you want to come up, and we'll do the Miriam and Shelley chalet show, and talk about these words. We'll see if Andy can make it. I know it's like 6:30 in the morning for him. Oh, there's Mabel on deck. Mabel, you can't. You're there. Worm. Oh, a polytunnel being a worm. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Because I said garden. Device still not connected, Mabel. Yeah. Let's see. When I click on you, it just says they need to connect their mic cam. Yeah. She went out. Yeah. No, it's not a worm. A polytunnel, get this, is a greenhouse. A greenhouse, because the plastic that not a glass greenhouse, but the plastic greenhouses is poly whatever is the name of the material that's the plastic, right? So and it's a tunnel. The greenhouse is like a tunnel. So a polytunnel is a greenhouse. Yeah. Oh. Do you want to come up, Shelley? Let me know. You've got the link, right? I'll post the link again. My mom's laughing. Thinks it's funny. Me talking to I have a conversation with a fence post because she's not seeing the chat. She's only hearing me talking. So it sounds really strange. Need to change a little bit. Okay, no problem. So let me go over another word. Boreen. Boreen. I'll even put it in chat. Boreen. I have no connection. At least polytunnel, we can kind of make sense that it's a greenhouse, what it's the plastic that it's made out of and everything. Mabel, you still with us in there? I see 2 eyeballs. Boreen is a path or a dirt road. So rather than have a paved road, it's a clue. Yeah, no, I don't know how to give a clue for that, right? It's like a dirt. So you're driving your car, and all of a sudden, your road disappears and you're on a boreen. Or you're going to follow the boreen to your neighbor's house because it's a path to your neighbor's house. So a dirt road, a path, like a rutted road, like just ruts. They call that boreen. Now, fly sheet. I have a question mark. I have what I think that we would have said, based on the context of in the novel when I was reading it, a fly sheet. But I wish not Grace. Well, Grace, what is Grace? Grace is in Australia. Amelia is in New Zealand, and is it Marie or Maria is in the UK. So I wish she was here, or any one of them that might know this if they say fly sheet. I'm thinking it's a tent cover. But I put a question mark by that because I wasn't 100% sure. I wonder if I look up fly sheet, because to me it sounds like, fly sheet camping. Okay. Yeah. let me share my share the screen. Share the screen. Chrome tab, fly sheet camping. There we go. Okay. So there. Yeah, it's like that extra cover that you put over your tent, or if you're not having a tent but you're just putting that over a picnic table, like a basic tent, putting it over a picnic table type of thing. You can see the picture. Oh, I thought that was you, Shelly. But it's not. It's never mind. Uh, oh, a custodial sentence. Custodial sentence. Custodial sentence. There's 3 eyeballs, so I know there's more than just chalet in there. Who wants to guess? If someone in England or Ireland is talking about a custodial sentence, what are they talking about? I'm stuck in my clothes. Ugh. Okay, there we go. No one's gonna guess. Keep it like that. It's jail time. Custodial sentence. I think we do sometimes use language like that about custodial when we're talking about jail. But if someone's doing serving jail time, we will generally just say jail. They're in jail. They're serving jail time. We don't usually say that, oh, they're in a custodial sentence. Then there was a word, skite. And it wasn't in the dictionary. Let me look. Skite. Australia, New Zealand, to boast. She did it just so that she could skite about it. Or to move quickly and forcefully, especially when glancing off a surface. The rain skitted off her coat. And I thought maybe it might be a trip, like going on a trip. What's another word for skite? To boast or to brag. She did it just so she could skite about it. She did it just so she could brag about it. Yeah, definitely not. I'd never even heard of skite. I think it wasn't even in my Kindle dictionary. Messer. Messer. Cat duty. I like that, Chalet. I don't know why that came up so late for me. Cat duty. Custodial sentence. So something is a messer. I don't know if you would call a person a messer. I think that might have been it. It might have been the context was, oh, that person is a real messer. Oh, you were on cat duty. I know, like I had to go on dog duty before starting this because I don't know how long this is going to last, and I didn't want them to have to wait for their walk, you know. So if someone is a messer, they are a teaser. Let's see if Messer comes up on Google search. Messer. Messer gas. No, not Messer. Like that's slang. Oh, interesting. Wikipedia says a messer is a sword. Wow, a one-handed sword used for self-defense. Wow. Well, there you go. Hmm. Okay. Oh, after figuring. Um, sentence. She was after figuring. Um, she was after figuring what to have for dinner. That would probably be a context. She was after figuring what to have for dinner. Crazy. We would never say after figuring. We would probably say she was trying to figure out what to have for dinner. Right? Figure out. We say trying to figure out. But they say after figuring. She was after figuring what to have for dinner. Go figure. um, on the way up the town. So they say up the town. Up the town. It's so much funner. That's not a word, but it's so much more fun, Chalet, when you're here with me and when we have more people in the chat as well. Mabel, did you even just give up being in the chat? Oh, I can hear my cats having fits. Up the town, up the town. On the way up the town. I'm just going to grab the cats really quick. Hang on just a moment.
Are they upstairs?
Yeah, Mango. Mango, mango. Mango. Hey, baby. Baby. Mango. All righty. Whew, crisis averted with the cats. What we got here? Mango. Come here, Mango, Mango. Up the town. It's kind of like to town or through town. I'm going to go to town. I'm going to go through town. They say up the town. I'm on, oh, you know, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I'm on the way up the town. um,
Oh, were you being a bad girl? Huh?
Oh,
You
okay.
being
So
punished now?
this one I mentioned before about the grades. Like we'll say, when I was in second grade, they'll say second class. And so they'll use the word class to mean grade. Wee Willie Winky ran through the town. Exactly. Mango, mango. Did Mango? It's not around.
One cat just walked that way.
That way. Yeah. Wee Willie Winky ran through the town. Upstairs, downstairs. Something. I don't know. How'd that go? Let's check it out. Oops. We Willie Winky. Oh, it's a Scottish rhyme. I did not know that. First published in Whistle Binky for the Fireside in 1841. That was around before the Civil War, even. Oh, I was right. It is upstairs, downstairs. Wow, that really stretched the memory. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock. Are the children in their, I think, beds? It's now 9 o'clock, something like that. Let me see. What are the lyrics? It's past 8 o'clock. Oh, listen to it in the Scottish way. Wee Willie Winky running through the toon, up the stair, down the stair, in his nighty gown, rapping at the window, crying at the lock. Are all the bairnies in their bed? It's past 8 o'clock. Well, that's a cute down memory lane. Yeah, so they'll say second class. When I was in second class, there was this friend that I had, my best friend in second class instead of second grade. Prize, as in Prise. Still working something. Be backstage soon. Okay. Okay, get yourself ready. I was telling my mom that too. I said, oh, you know what? I need to get some snacks, make sure I have some drinks, get all set up before 9 o'clock so that I'm good to go. And nothing. I did nothing. And I was even late walking the dogs. So, prize. Let's look up the word prize. To use force in order to move apart something. I tried to prise Joe's fingers away from the stick, or to obtain something from someone with effort or difficulty. I got the loan, though I had to prise it out of him. Now I wrote down that to pry. Well, so we would say pry, as in Pry, right? I had to pry Joe's fingers away from the stick. I got the loan, though I had to pry it out of him. Right? So we say pry, we don't say prize. Right? So we say pry. They had in the sales, and I think that the context was I have to make sure that I go to Macy's to go in the sales or something like that, like in the where we would say at the sales. Chalet, look at that. I see you right away this time. There you go.
Hello, darling.
Hello. So, I found all the words to Wee Willie Winky.
Ran to the town, upstairs, downstairs in his nightgown.
Exactly. That's the same. I was going upstairs, downstairs. That's all I could remember.
Yeah, and I was saying I can say it, but I can't. But yeah, something like that, right? My mom read me all those nursery rhymes.
Oh, I know. I grew up with them too. Um, Actually, I looked it up, and it is a Scottish
Scottish,
rhyme
yeah.
that was first printed in 1841. Scottish. And
Scottish. That's where my kin. I have some
where is
kin
it? So
traced back to Scotland.
you have some, really? Me too. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe we're sisters.
we probably are. You know we are.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So
We're
listen to Wee Willie Winky in Scottish. Okay?
Okay.
It goes like this. We will, and not that my accent is super Scottish, but I'll do my best based on the way it's written. Okay. Wee Willie Winky running through the toon, up the stair, down the stair, in his nighty goon, rapping at the window, crying at the lock. Are all the bairnies in their beds? It's past 8 o'clock.
Just like, it's past 8 o'clock.
It's past 8 o'clock.
They should be in their bed.
Goodness.
Wee Willie Winky,
Yeah.
he got around that town.
He did. And Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. And so between the twixt of them, they lick the platter clean.
That's a good one. That's a good one indeed. In my mind, I'm picturing one with a sailboat, a paper boat in the water, and I don't know what it goes with. It's a picture that goes to some rhyme, but I don't.
Is it Rub-a-Dub-Dub, 3 men in the tub?
Maybe it went along with Poor Little Match Girl, but I don't think so. That wouldn't go with that picture. No.
Poor Little Match Girl.
Well, what would it? No, it would have been a toy ship or something like that. But also, it came with that was another story that I always was like, oh, the Poor Little Match Girl. Remember that story?
Yeah, that was a story, but not a rhyme. Was that a rhyme too?
I have no idea. It's just in my mind. I can see the picture, that the illustration is like, oh.
Right. Okay, give me just a second. The cats are about to fight again. I'm gonna get one of them and put them outside. So
mine are about to fight. So are mine. Hey, you go.
Oh no.
Charlie, you get away from them.
Mango, it's
Charlie.
Mango.
Charlie. These cats, I tell you, these cats. Why? They'll be hissing in a minute. Someone will be starting a fuss.
Okay, you want to go outside, Mango? Outside where nobody's bothering you. Come on. Outside.
Charlie, quit it. Naughty cat. You naughty cat. Get the heck out of here. Quit bothering your Uncle Grayson. Uncle Grayson does not want to be bothered. Nor does the other one.
Can't break no fresh air.
Whoo! Did I miss anything?
No, just me yelling at or talking to my cat, telling it to not bother his uncle. Uncle Grayson does not wish to be disturbed.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess tonight's not the busy night, like normally it is.
You mean it's morning here.
I know, but usually by now, don't we have a few? Well, no, sometimes it takes people a while to jump in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes a while. They're just they're just awakening. But where's Mabel? Is Mabel still missing in action?
Yeah, I think Mabel gave up.
Dang it!
And
she's probably working on it. Maybe there's some sort of setting on her that's disabling. Yeah. Somewhere in a setting thing.
Yeah, it's weird because she said that when she got on, she signed up for StreamYard and tried it out on her own, like to do her own live, and it worked.
Huh.
It's only when she's coming up on someone else's panel
Maybe she
That-
has in her phone settings. She may have something set to protect herself from that.
Exactly. But she said that she clicked on like allow the microphone and camera, but then it doesn't. So
That's why I said should, could, would, but won't. It should, would, could, but it won't work.
yeah.
Dang it. Dad, burn it.
Oh my goodness. Another interesting English one is that they say, the word abide. We do say that sometimes, abide, but they'll say it in the context like I can't abide someone, and I wouldn't say, you know what, I can't abide that mean girl at school, right? And we would say I can't stand her.
Right.
Now I don't know why we use that. I can't.
I'm thinking of to figure it out. I'm hearing the song "Come Abide with Me" or "Abide with," a church song.
Yeah, it's usually a church word.
And they want you to abide.
Yeah. And usually it's like being patient with someone.
Come be my friend. I don't know what it means. What does it mean? I don't know.
Well, let's look it up right now.
Let's look it up.
Let's see the official definition. Abide, to accept or act in accordance with. I would abide by their decision, or to be able to tolerate someone. If there is one thing I cannot abide, it is a lack of discipline.
Yes, you must abide by the law.
Right.
Thrown in the slammer.
Right. But in the context of saying, actually saying, I can't abide that person, we would say, I can't stand that person. Oh. We wouldn't use abide in that context.
No. So.
Right. Flog. I know what we think of flogging in America.
Flog with a G?
Flog. Flog.
Flog. Let's see. Flog.
I have too many TVs, so I'm going to flog one of them.
You're going to flog one of them?
Yeah.
Dang it. You're going to turn one off.
Huh? Turn it off? Or what if I'm getting rid of it? I'm going to sell it. Selling is flogging.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the only flogging I'd ever heard of before is like when you're whipping someone.
So you would go to a flog market instead of a flea market.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
actually, I know, I don't think it's written down here, but they have boot sales. Because remember, the boot is the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
And so instead of a flea market where everybody has tables set up, they just open their trunk and everything is kind of set there. Or maybe you have a table sitting next to your car that you put extra things, but it's like you open your trunk and then you're selling everything out of it. So it's called a boot sale when you have like a little flea market.
Cool.
Like they wouldn't have a yard sale,
right?
But they would have a boot sale.
A boot sale. Be like, let's go get some boots. But no.
Yeah. And I get the impression that they just take over a parking lot or something and park their cars and then sell used items.
Hey, that happens here. I've seen it.
It does?
Yeah. Like an empty, it was the empty mall where there was an old mall. They were using it as the parking lot. It was like, where there once was a Sears.
Yeah.
Remember the Sears?
Oh, yeah. My mom used to work for Sears.
I mean, they were going out of business since I was a kid, but then it finally happened for real.
Yeah. They've been around for so long. Did they actually close the whole Sears, Mom?
No. Yeah.
Okay, not.
I think this year they're going to.
She
Okay.
said that yeah, maybe they've closed a lot of their stores, but maybe not all of them. But she thinks that maybe this year they might be.
Yeah, they lost the Roebuck part a long time ago, right? Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah, I think just the catalog was Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah, that's like old time.
Ah, Pam's here. Hi,
Oh,
Pam.
hello.
Thanks for coming and joining. You're driving and listening. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Where are you going? Just running errands again? It's so nice when you get to go to the beach. I hope you got enough sleep last night because I did watch the replay of your midnight. Yeah, I was telling my mom. My mom's like watch, kind of listening as I had the computer on, and I said it's just not the same when it's a replay. Someone mentioned Robbie Benson. Does anybody remember Robbie Benson? I'm like, I do. But it's a replay.
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely. Ice Castles is one of my absolute favorite movies.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I had to go to the mall, to the skating rink, and to try to do all the ice skating after I saw that.
I wish I would have had one to go to. But I saw that movie. I remember seeing it in the theater with all my girlfriends, and we were like, oh, we loved it. It was such a good movie. If I ever see it on, I watch it.
Yeah, me too. And
so of course,
Pam's out
I was living I'm from Iowa, so it was supposed to be in Iowa, and it was like, there's no roller skating rink, there's no ice skating rink in Waverly. That's not true. That was not true. But it was supposedly Iowa. We're like,
oh wow.
Like, where's that skating rink? It's not really there.
Yeah. Well, Pam says she loves live energy. So I hope our energy here that's live is good today. And I hope that your medicine is going to be okay. She's getting some medicine.
I didn't see the stream this morning. I haven't seen it yet. I was I was awake. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Why? Why?" But I didn't see Pam. Maybe she had just stopped or something. But
well, my mom and I were out shopping, and then I saw the notification, but I couldn't watch it then because we were out together, and so as soon as I got home, it's like, okay, I got to watch to see what happened with Pam.
Yeah. For shizzle.
She says she had a meltdown last night. Yeah. Well, I guess according to what you said, she was having a panic attack or the beginnings of one. So she thought, oh well, let me just get on live and see if anybody's out there, which is actually how I did my first live. Because Pam, you weren't doing a live that night. I just kind of
me.
Yeah. It's like I wanted to talk to somebody, and so I said, well, let me just do a live and see if anybody's out there. And I think that one was 3 hours,
Oh man. Well, yeah. Well, Pam came on the other morning, and I was having one of those downer days, depressed and feeling worthless and blah. They come and go. They come and go, but I was having one of just nothing was really wrong, but it was just like anything could get to me. Like, ugh. And I knew it was coming. Like, oh no, what's happening? And so I turned on, and there was Pam. And I was like, thank God.
Exactly. I always feel the same way when I catch Pam live.
Yeah, for sure. Like you were telling me, I started thinking about you were telling me about how you had some issues mentally with bipolar.
Before, yeah.
I was thinking, dang, maybe I have that too. But it doesn't last long. But I definitely have mood swings. They're not, but I fortunately they don't last long.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thankfully, the Lord led me to turn on the TV, and Pam was on. Now I found you, and we're all in this together. And you said something so great. You really made me think when we were talking about how each person their faith allows them to do different things. You put that in a whole new perspective for me. I was like, oh my gosh, click, 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 click.
Ah,
But that was like, dang, took me
yeah,
this long, but that clicked. I mean, I knew, but you made it really good. So I was
yeah.
thinking of that. I was like, that is so true. Because some people are, yeah, it's just really good.
Mm.
Yay!
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. That was good. I mean, I was just sharing, sharing my perspectives, you
Yeah.
know. Mm.
And
And
then
Muse says, Pam says, love you. I think she means both of us. And she was like, oh, Shelly. And I don't know if that's heart and Band-Aid, or maybe it's
that worked, yes. Just putting a
heart
band-aid
and
on.
heart and hot dog. No.
That'll work too. I'll take a hot dog. Remember, we just don't think about what goes into the hot dog. We just eat it.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
and that was fun. Pam was talking about Joyce Myers, and boy, that really clicked too, because I think we all could
Yeah.
relate with that. It was like that was good. I like that conversation. That was things that I had been thinking a lot.
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That was
then
really
and then
fascinating.
Pam, you have that connection. You had that
Yeah.
total connection. I mean, hello, is it a small world or what?
Yeah.
It's
And
small.
so I've got a couple of messages from Pam. I got to read them for you.
Okay.
And that is number one, she has a baby lizard riding in the car.
Oh yes. Dang
Oh
it.
my goodness. Yeah.
He'll eat any dog bug.
And then she says, it's nice to know we're not alone. And I think
Yeah.
she's talking about us and the lives, not the lizard.
The lizards
And
won't hurt you. Unless he's
and
one of
she
those curly tails. No, they won't hurt you.
yeah. And
They're
then
just cute.
she said, yes, it was bandages. It is band-aids, bandages on the hearts. Like she's expressing
Yeah.
that for us. For you, it said, oh, Chalet, sorry.
Oh, Shelley, Shelley, Shell, just call me whatever you will. Just call me something, please.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yes, sir. You can call me Ray. You can call me Jack. But it doesn't have to call me Johnson. What was that from Saturday Night Live? It's like, you can call me Ray. You know what I'm talking about? Or am I just making
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, that does
He was like who was the character that played him? He was like a priest or
Bill
a
Bill Saluga.
was he a rabbi?
Okay, good night. Mom says
Priest?
good night.
Good night. Oh, that's right. It's late here. Good night.
Well, she said good. Chalet said good night.
Sweet
Okay, she
dreams.
said good night, everyone. So it says William Saluga, aka Ray J. Johnson, is an American comedian and founding member of the improvisational comedy troupe Ace Trucking Company. He's appeared on several television programs, including Seinfeld. And in the videos, there's a You Can Call Me Ray beer commercial in 1978. There's a routine that he did, You Can Call Me Ray, that looks like that might be on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, it had to be because that's what I watched as a kid. I was always watching Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
10 years old.
Oh, okay. So his famous catchphrase
I mean,
is You Can Call Me Ray, or You Can Call Me Jay, or You Can Call Me, and then he proceeds to list whatever, RJ Jr.
Oh yeah. We used to do that all the time.
So yeah, so I'm sure that he was on Saturday Night Live or something and did his skit there.
Yeah, but what was he? What was his character? That's what I want to know. Was he a priest?
Okay, let me write an L.
Something like that.
No,
maybe not. I don't
no,
know.
he just he looks like a 19 like the Godfather kind of thing.
Okay, so it was like that.
But I had that one guy that was a priest, but I don't think it's this one.
Okay, I'm probably in my mind. I'm probably mixing
you see the StreamYard?
I can no, I mean I can, but it's
Is Mabel back in?
Mabel, we need you at the
Pam,
table.
I don't know if Mabel's still here. Yeah. Pam saying hi to Mabel, but there's only one eyeball. So I think Mabel left because she couldn't get on. I think she was frustrated.
She may be in limbo backstage, but still watching. And it just shows up as one. I don't know. I can't imagine why she wouldn't be here.
I don't know, yeah.
And how could you miss us?
I know.
It's Laverne and Shirley. Laverne and Shirley show.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah, he was giving it the Godfather character.
Okay, so it was the God. Okay, it was a character, all right. Okay, Godfather. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
got a
goodness.
suit on and a hat, a fedora, like a fedora kind of hat, and a
Okay.
cigar in his hand. He's always got a cigar in his hand.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun thing back when I was a kid. I have
Yeah.
some, I don't know if I said it last time, but I have cassette tapes where I taped the show, and I have one of, and it's like introducing the Grateful Dead, and it's like, yeah, and then I have all the commercials, and it's like, oh my god, the Grateful
Exactly.
Dead.
It's just like playing the radio.
It is. It's so fun. All the old, like, McDonald's was different, and Budweiser beer. I love that one. Here comes the king. Here comes the big number one. Budweiser beer. And they were such beautiful commercials with the horses
Oh yeah.
in the
Oh,
snow.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, they had to get rid of the beer commercials back then.
Yeah. Yeah, they had really good commercials.
Yeah. They were pretty.
Yeah. They were
And it
clever.
didn't make me go off and buy beer. Of course, I was 10. But I was 10. But yeah. Anywho, continue on with your ramble.
Okay, well, a rasher.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Like we did that already. I should know.
I think I mentioned some reason we were talking about something else, and I mentioned, basically it's a slice of bacon. They say rasher of bacon.
Oh, for slice?
Instead of slice.
I'll have a rasher. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'll have a rasher of cheese.
Yeah.
Please, if you please. Straight away.
If you're teaching your child how to ride a bicycle and then they fall over, they will say coming off the bikes instead of falling off. They say coming off.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Coming off the bikes. Do you know what they call a parking lot?
Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. They call it I don't know.
They call it a car park.
Oh, that's right. Are you going over past things?
No.
We talked about that too.
Well, sometimes I said that I don't know if this is on the list, but I'll mention it because it was like related. Like maybe when we were talking about pavement and sidewalks.
Yeah.
You know,
ringing a bell. The car park.
Yeah. Tonight, I kind of feel like doing it opposite. I feel like telling you the English one and then making you guess what the British call it. So flashlights. We have flashlights. They have.
I think this is going to be much harder. Très difficile. Let's see.
You want me to go back to the other way?
I think it's too hard that way.
Okay, torches. They say torches.
Yeah.
And so flashlights. So they carried right on from, of course, we have the original torches, like fire on a stick.
Right.
Right. And if you look at a flashlight, it's just an electric stick with a light coming out of it, right? So in a way, it kind of makes sense that you're still calling it a torch, but eh.
But we
Torch.
went to flashlight, neon light.
So they say tracksuit.
No parking on the dance floor. Beep beep. Okay, back to what they say tracksuit.
Yeah. But is
Put
that
on
something that's starting to spread in the United States? Do you guys say tracksuit?
for what? See, I don't know yet because I haven't answered the question.
For sweatpants.
Oh, they call them tracksuits.
Yeah.
I think we used to call them that, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Track
mean,
clothes?
unless it's, but see, it seems to me that people who are running track, right? Track and field, and they're running around the track. It's not the same. Do they wear the same thing as the fleece kind of sweatsuits? I don't know. It seems like they actually mean sweats. But I don't know. That one might be evolving. Washing powder.
Loungewear.
Loungewear. Washing powder.
Laundry detergent.
Laundry detergent. Yeah.
That's what
I've heard that here.
My mother-in-law called it that, and she's from
Washing
Tennessee.
powder.
Now she's from Tennessee.
Wow. Tennessee, they have strong. Tennessee and Kentucky, they have strong accents.
And she would always say, when she would say twice, she would say twice.
Oh, wow.
I was there. I saw it twice, and I'd be like, okay. Yeah. Twice. I was there twice.
Twice.
It was twice. But anywho.
Okay.
So washing powders.
Okay. So they use the word from with missing. Somebody's been missing from Tuesday. They've been missing from Sunday.
Instead of since.
Exactly. We say since, and they'll use from.
We don't like that.
Oh, this one I learned living in Cambodia. They use it too because, the French were here. So a lot of the English is in rather than American. And a plaster. It's a noun. It's a thing, a plaster. Oh, Mabel, you are here listening. You can't figure it's not the words you can't figure out. It's the technology. I know. And we were even praying for you for that.
It's not the technology. I guess it's messing with you. You could figure it out. It's just,
you know what I think, though?
What?
I think that maybe, as I don't know everything, but maybe God is saying, Mabel, you should do your own lives.
Yeah, we will definitely. We will be there.
Yeah, because we're gonna come watch your lives. If you tell these stories, everything is set right. She uses Chrome as well, and it's just not working.
It's just being a poo.
Yeah, and
that's just one of those things.
And Pam, I don't know if you can see the chat, but Mabel's sending you love with the heart emoji.
Heart for you.
Yeah.
Well, can you see? Okay, so you're seeing Mabel now. She's in the chat.
Yeah, Mabel's in the chat now. We have 3 eyeballs now. So that means there's somebody not chatting too.
And remember, you can put it on the screen so I can see it.
Oh.
I just thought of that myself. So.
Yeah.
I was like,
there.
Hey now.
There's Pam.
Okay, there I see it. It's very weird.
I pay for that now too. Don't know how much it is. No, Mabel, you don't. I don't pay anything. I don't pay anything at all to do a live. In fact, you don't even have to use StreamYard to do live.
Can you do it? Are you?
But you can't do live on a phone until you have like X number of subscribers. But you can do live on the computer through YouTube.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder why you couldn't do a live, even if you had 1 subscriber. Have you tried?
I used to
don't
do
want
lives
to.
on my phone, and then they changed the thing that you could that in order to do live on your phone, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So I
They
think
got
they were just
greedy.
too
Yeah.
much crappy content, you know. But if you have if you can get to 1,000 subscribers, then you have people that are actually paying attention. Oh,
That's
Grace is here now.
That's because it's all about money, honey. That way you're incentivized to go out there and
Yeah.
say, hey, subscribe to me.
Yeah.
I'm the one you want to see. Come along.
Mabel's asking, where is she? Hi, Grace. If I didn't actually say that, I showed your chat, but I didn't actually say that. Who are you talking about? Are you Pam's driving on her way to get medicine. Chalet's at home in Florida. Grace, are you in Australia? Why would you just be waking up if you're in Australia?
Because it doesn't matter. She
That
can
wouldn't make
sleep
sense.
whenever. Because I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. Pam woke up at whatever time that was. Because we're all like have insomnia or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I get that sometimes.
The brain just won't shut up.
Oh, my mom brought me a new Kindle. So I have a new Kindle because my old Kindle, the charging port wasn't working anymore.
Oh gosh, I know. That sucks when that happens.
You know, so I was going back to old school books and the light, and then like I'd start to fall asleep, but then I'd turn out the light and then I'd wake up and just, it was absolutely miserable.
Well,
and Grace is in California. Okay, yeah, you're just waking up.
Yes, it's early. It's early.
I think Grace, Pam, and like if you watch her midnight one, she talks a lot about growing up in Venice, California, and I think if I recall, yeah, she was talking to Grace, also.
Yeah, and you're a California girl, right?
Yep, but I was born in San Francisco, but I did live in Marina del Rey, so I know Venice well. I was thinking I should have asked her if she knew anybody named Mandy that lived there. Mabel says, and I'm sitting here in my Stay Weird and my Princess Leia hat. Oh, good.
Yay. Princess Leia.
Yeah, she's got 2 separate pages going on. Okay, you can do that. I do that sometimes. I got 2 tabs or something.
The TV's on one, the phone's on another.
Out on the yeah. Grace is saying she watched Pam last night. Yeah, she doesn't have her chat replay on, so I couldn't see what people were saying, but she mentioned Grace as she was talking.
Yeah, I went to bed so dang early last night. It was ridiculous. But I was bored. So I went to bed. And I got up early, so that's why I got up so early today. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep anymore. It was like time to get on with it. And my cat was meowing. So I was like,
oh yeah, my cats, yeah. Well, even tomorrow, like every Monday through Friday, when the cleaner comes over, I've got to put Popeye on the leash. So I have to get up at 8 o'clock to do that. And then it's hard to get back to sleep again sometimes.
Now you're in Cambodia and you're calling your cleaning woman, because that's what I was. Or yeah. The cleaner. In America, the cleaner comes. You better get the hell out. The cleaner's coming. The cleaner's coming to clean up the mess, like in Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah.
They call up the cleaner. In fact, Mabel was probably going to tell us a few cleaner stories.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward
So
to
yeah,
that.
do it. Yeah, definitely
Uh,
do it.
so
It
Pam
could be
sharing the
today.
love,
Don't do it while I'm babysitting today. Do it
saying
later.
hi to Grace. Unstable Mabel. Hi, Mom. Maybe it's a good thing I can't stream. Oh my, it's not G rate, rated G.
Well, mom's
Yeah.
sleeping right now. Mom's in bed, so the coast is clear.
Yeah, mom went to bed, so it's coast is clear.
Mom went
Yeah.
to sleep.
Uh Pam
And not
says it's rated M for Mabel.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
I know.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I got
she's trying to get
coffee.
on. No, it's not. It's still not connected.
That's why we're just gonna go to the Mabel. We're gonna go to yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mabel, I'm so sorry. It's still not connected. Hmm.
It's just being very difficult.
Is. But she's trying. Grace is saying hi to Pam. Got a nice little waving emoji going on.
Remember, you can put
Well,
it on the screen.
ding!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay! I see it. I see it now. I can see
Yeah.
clearly now. I feel like I'm part of the team.
Mm. Oh, so Pam, I wanted to ask you, with all you talking about growing up in Venice, when I lived there, like in 2003, there was a lady named Mandy. She was a few years old, maybe even 10 years older than me, because I would have been in my 30s, so maybe she was in her 40s or getting close to 50. I'm not sure. And she grew up all her life in Venice. She actually lived on one of the canals. Her dad was an actor in the westerns, but like a character actor. He was always one of the people in the town, kind of. But he made a living doing that, right? So her dad was always in the westerns. Her name was Mandy. She was such a sweet lady, and I was just wondering, that would be so cool if you knew her, Pam. Like if she was one of your friends growing up, or she might have been just a little bit older um, than you. I don't know. I don't know if she'd be the same age or just a little bit older. So her name was Mandy. I can't, oh, you know what? I might have her.
And Mandy was short for
Right.
Amanda. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Well, that could be too. Let me see if I have her in my old. No, she doesn't ring a bell. Okay. Mandy and Billy. She married someone named Billy, but that wouldn't have been. She lived on the Sherman Canal. It was 437 Sherman Canal. She had a little dog named Amigo. Of course, that wouldn't have been around when you were there. Had to have been a newer dog, but I'm pretty sure that was her family's house that she grew up in. And then, her parents had died and long gone, and so the house was hers. Anyway, she said no, she didn't know Mandy.
No, I don't know any Mandys, just the song.
Yeah. So we left off on plasters.
Plasters. Oh, plasters. What was it? Did we not answer it yet?
I did not tell you what. Do you know what they are? If you don't know what they are, I didn't tell you, did I?
No, use it in a sentence.
I just got a paper cut. I need a plaster.
A Band-Aid.
It's a Band-Aid. Go
Now
figure.
I know. It's like, I need a plaster. They think we were nuts.
Yeah. I mean, we put plaster on the walls. We put plaster on a cast.
And we get plastered. And we get plastered.
Yeah. Yeah, you think of that one. Okay.
It did come to mind.
Yeah. So Mabel says it's going through YouTube. Don't know which browser.
That's
Okay.
how I get on through YouTube,
You know.
right? I mean, that's how I do it. I'm not on StreamYard.
You're in my StreamYard.
That's true. But I go, seems like it went through YouTube somehow.
Mm, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she gets in. That's right. You're here in my background. You're in my StreamYard. I see Mabel when you're there, but there's no picture because it says must device not connected. And if I try to click on Mabel, then I get the message that in order to add this person to the stream, their devices must be connected.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more I can do on that. Oh, great. Oh, Grace really liked when you went from Band-Aids, plaster to plastered.
Well, it just
Can you
happened.
imagine if you told someone British that you're plastered? Oh man, I really got plastered last weekend. They would think you were in some kind of automobile accident and you had Band-Aids all over you.
Like, yeah, you're wrapped up like a mummy or something if you're plastered.
Yeah. Larder. 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 It's a place.
Oh.
In a house.
The larder. I'll meet you in the larder. I don't know.
That could happen. It could.
Okay.
It's the pantry.
Oh, that would be harder to do. It could though, yes.
It could. I'll meet you in the pantry.
That's right. That was even more true. Like, yeah, if you're meeting in the pantry, thumbs up.
So I think that really just carries on larder from back when you really did keep lard and perishables. You didn't actually have a refrigerator, so you had a pantry that maybe had stone shelves in it that would stay colder.
Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. The larder.
Oh, okay. Here's one. And I wrote down the whole phrase because I was like, it wouldn't make any sense any other way. I'd be lost only for you.
If it weren't for you.
Yes, that's the direction. I wrote I'd be lost without you. Or, like you said, if it weren't for you. It's going that direction,
But yeah, you said it more correctly, probably. I just came up with that one.
Yeah. I was doing as much as possible original, and changing the least amount. Right? So I'd be lost only for you, but I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, the only thing sounds like a poem. That's more like a poem.
Yeah. But I think the meaning is actually closer to the way you said it. I'd be lost only for you. If it wasn't for you, I would be lost.
Right. True.
Right.
But they're both the same.
Yeah. But we don't say I'd be lost only for you.
No.
We never say that. We never say it that way. Publicans. I know we have Republicans, but they have publicans. And okay, good luck. Mabel's reinstalling Chrome right now.
Okay, good.
Okay. So maybe that'll help. Mabel, you are just trying everything, and that determination is
totally
notable.
We are commending you for your perseverance.
Perseverance, exactly. Yes.
Okay, so what were we looking? What was it?
Publicans.
Oh, I was going to say I want to say like a store or something like that. Is it a place?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. You're in the right direction. Yeah,
like a bar, a pub,
exactly. A pub.
where you get
A pub.
plastered, but not really.
No, they would say pissed.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not even.
piss.
That's not. Pissed isn't angry for them. Pissed is like you've drank so much beer, you have to go to the bathroom all the time.
Oh,
So
yes,
you're
but
pissing
do
the
they have?
night away.
Yes, but do they have a more? Do they have a more pleasant word for that,
Well,
or do
see,
they
it
always just
doesn't.
say you're pissed? Because it just
I know,
sounds so. Ugh.
but that's because for us it means angry. So it sounds bad because it means angry for us. But for them, it's just
No,
a normal word. It just
not for
means,
me.
you know, you got to go to the bathroom all the time because you're drinking so much.
Well, it means angry and you got to piss. So I'm seeing both. Maybe that's because I'm somewhere in my past. I'm still there.
Yeah.
My
Well, no,
ancestors
and
decided, but
I
it's
think
like
in America, the softer, gentler way is to say P, just P, the letter P. I got to pee, or you know,
yeah,
and piss is
it's a nasty way to say it.
not as polite, right? But it's not impolite for them. It's normal for them.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
we would be like, oh, well,
right.
how dare you be speaking like that?
So if
Just
you're a publican, you're a bar owner.
okay,
You own the pub.
well, that makes sense. You're a
Yeah.
publican. I'm a publican.
Right. And
That's funny.
a pub is short for public house. Even longer ago they used to call it the public house, where
Yeah.
everyone could go get a drink, you know. Or it like an inn
Did you
also.
ever, to go off track, did you ever read the book Angela's Ashes and Tis? That is a really great book.
I know of the book. I can't remember if I read it or not.
Oh,
But
you
I
need to, if you haven't, start with, I think it's Angela's Ashes. It is,
yeah.
oh, really good. I just couldn't stop. It's been years now, but
Right.
then I had to find the other one that went with it, and it was Tis. But talk about suffering of the Irish people
Mm,
and being
yeah.
poor and being so poor.
Right. That's what I mean. I can't remember if I can't remember any details. I'm wondering if it was like so deep that I've kind of like, okay, I read it and now blocked it, you
Because
know?
you've probably read so many books and I haven't, so it sticks out more to me. You know, you're
That could
like, what
be.
was that? Let me think back. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't read that many, but when I get into it, when I find a book, it's like I don't put it down till it's done. I can't stop.
Yeah.
But it's been a
It's
while because I
very,
fall asleep. I need a Kindle because I can't reading a book that just puts me out. I'm like,
yeah. The Kindle is the best for sleep reading, right? I mean that
yeah,
uh especially you got to get one. I mean all the newer ones anyway have their own light. The
yeah,
earlier ones they didn't have like they didn't generate their own light. So you had to have a light on, which defeats the purpose. But
yeah,
if you have one that does have the back, you know, it has its own light, and you set the timer. I put mine at 5 minutes. So that way, if I have to go to the bathroom or something, or if I kind of like doze off or I'm distracted, it doesn't go off on me right away. But if I'm going to fall asleep for like all night, then in 5 minutes, it'll go off by itself. You know,
right.
it's the best thing. Grace is saying hi to Mabel.
She's still trying. She's trying.
She's trying. Sometimes it takes a little while to reinstall something. Let's see. Oh, this one I really, 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 my mind was going in a lot of different directions, even knowing the context. Someone worked as a chipper. Okay. And I'm like, they worked as a chipper. It seemed like they were kind of looked down on a little bit, but that could be a lot of different meanings and a lot of different reasons. But they have a chipper. What does someone do if they work as a chipper?
Well, they chip wood.
That's absolutely one direction my mind was going.
Or they
And so then
bag
you're
potato
kind of
chips.
looked down on because you're a redneck.
Yeah, and the other one was you bag chips, but you can't be looked down for putting potato chips in a bag, so it can't be that. A
Well,
chipper is
that's
like you're happy. Can also mean you're very chipper today. You're a chipper person. You're happy.
I wonder where the connection is with that. You see Grace's comment?
Chipping. Oh. Is that it? Is that the?
No.
Is that it?
No, that's not it.
Oh, that
You're
would
kind
be
of
good.
right. With,
He's a chipper. He's a real chipper. That is. You'd be like,
now, you said potato chips, but
and
potato
happy.
chips are called crisps,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
chips are, what are chips?
What in Ireland or here?
England.
Potato.
What kind of potatoes? They're French fries.
Oh, that's right. Well, in
Yeah.
that book,
Potato chips
Angela's
are crisps.
Ashes, they were lucky to get a bit of a chip.
Yeah. So you
That
know
was-
how like we look down on flipping burgers,
So you
right?
work at so you're a fast food restaurant person?
Yes. Or
Well,
maybe like a fish and chip shop or something like, but we don't have fish and chip shops, right? So our comparable would be a burger joint,
flip burgers.
and flipping burgers. Even though it's the chips, it's the chipper, but they're referring to the French fries. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I certainly don't look down upon the chipper. In fact, I
Oh,
wish I
Mabel! Mabel! We have Mabel! We have
We do?
Mabel! We have Mabel!
No way. Thank the Lord.
We have Mabel!
Yay! Hey, I
Mabel in the house.
uninstalled my Chrome and reinstalled it, and that's all it took.
It's a
Oh my goodness.
miracle. Okay,
Yay.
yay! Thank you for
Yes.
trying.
Wow, that was a long time.
Lord.
Oh my
But you're
goodness.
here. And now we
I
know.
have a feeling it's worth the wait.
Yes.
Uh,
The floor is yours.
Okay. So anybody watching on replay, if you want to share this with anybody or something, it's now 1:27 minutes into the stream. So basically, an hour and a half in, we get Mabel.
We got Mabel. Mabel's in the house.
I'm Princess
Woo.
Leia.
Princess Leia's
I
in
love
there.
it. See the hat? Can I do that with my hair? Go like this?
I wear
No.
hats because I never do my hair.
I used to always wear hats.
And sometimes
But,
I'll put like stay weird, and it's upside down. I love
It
it.
is. It's upside. That's me.
Yay! I like weird. I like weird. Go
That's
figure.
great.
Oh man, I'll tell you, I really don't even know how I turned out normal. I really don't. If that's what they don't, my kids don't call me normal.
Yeah.
I used to say,
Being-
who wants to be normal?
Yeah. Being normal is overrated.
Yeah.
But my son's friends loved me. They
Oh,
all
yeah.
called me Mom or Mama Dukes.
Mama Deuce.
Dukes.
Oh. Mama Duke.
K-E-S, yeah.
Huh?
Mama Dukes.
Okay.
But his
Mama
friends
Duke.
loved me because my son would ask questions when he was a teenager. And I didn't pussyfoot around. I just gave him the truth.
Yeah.
And his friends were like, "Whoa, your mom said that?"
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like that.
Cool. Yeah.
Tell it like it is. No beating around the bush.
No way.
Tell it like you tell it.
Yeah.
Give it to him straight.
Especially when they're getting older like that. When they're little kids, okay, you know, maybe telling
Oh, yeah.
everything
Right.
is too much details, but
But when your
when they're older,
kids start to
yeah,
become sexually active, and I'd rather him come to me than
Yeah.
yeah,
listen
Tell them
to
like
the
it
stuff on the street.
is. That's
yeah.
right.
So,
For sure. For shizzle.
oh yeah, like my son is like my best friend.
Oh, wonderful.
I love
That's
him
so good to
dearly.
hear. Yeah.
That's great.
Now, my daughter's weird, for real weird.
We've all
So
got
where
But
do
one.
so this story started many years ago
okay.
with a Catholic school girl and a bad boy from public school.
Mm.
They both went to the same church and attended CYO dances.
Mm.
So the bad boy and the Catholic girl snuck out and then made me.
Ah.
So it was definitely a shotgun wedding.
Mm.
I remember my mom would be on diet pills
Mm.
and flitting around the house. My dad would be on some kind of downer. They
Mm.
just did not blend well at all. Not at all. And this is before my dad joined the motorcycle club. Once he left my mom, or they split up, that was it. He was into a whole nother world.
Mm.
And he was abused by his father, who his father also abused me. And
That sucks.
he was hated from the day he was born because my nana didn't make him a junior and gave him another
Mm.
name. So he never paid attention to him from the beginning except to punish him. So my
Mhm.
dad had a hard childhood. And
Mm.
my mom too, very strict though. So
Yeah.
every time she bitched about me, I said, "Hey, I'm not the one that snuck out of the CYO dance. Remember that, Mom."
Right. That's right. I didn't ask for this. You had to
I
mention
Mm.
didn't ask for it, but
that.
I was a cute little thing. And my dad fell in love with me. And
Yeah.
then my sister was born a year and 10 days after me. And he didn't warm up to her that much. But me, oh, hell yeah. I was his girl. To the day he died, I was his girl.
Mm.
And he's the only person that ever talked to me like a person. My whole life, like a person. Not just something to trifle with.
Yeah.
Mhm. And that's
But
probably why you talk to your kids like that as well.
I think so. My
Mhm.
mom was so, anal, uh,
Mm.
that God love her. I love her to death.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
the best side of me. She's 100% Italian.
Mm.
First generation.
Wow.
My grandfather came over on the boat when he was 9.
Mm.
His father and his mother died. So my great grandfather came over to America to find a job, save up money, and then send my grandfather over.
Mm.
And my
And so did your grandfather come by himself on the boat?
9 years old, couldn't speak a
Wow.
word of English.
Wow.
Wow. I've heard of things like that where they would just pin the name of where they were supposed to be going on their clothes.
Yeah,
Dang.
but he was a wonderful man. And him and my
Mm.
grandmother, that was my example of a perfect relationship.
Mm.
The kids got what they needed, and
Mhm.
then sometimes what they wanted, but between the need and the want, they put themselves and sort of, this is our time.
Mm.
And he told my grandmother 5 times a day, every day, I love you, my Angie. I love
Oh,
you, my Angie. My
Mm.
beautiful Angie. And they were so good to each other. And they were strict. Well, my grandfather was strict. But
that's sweet.
when I think back, because I didn't really, after my mom and dad split, anyway, I grew up on the Italian side. I used to be able to
And,
speak Italian. I can't hardly speak in anything anymore.
mhm. Was
But
this New Jersey?
yeah, Pennsville, New Jersey. It's right
Mm.
at the beginning of the New Jersey Turnpike.
Mm.
And then you just go all the way to New York, zip, zip, zip. But my dad got the hell out of that town.
Mm.
And found his way and found his people. And they were not good people.
Mm.
So how
But,
often did you see him?
well, he'd come in at least
Hold on, I gotta get
2 or 3 times a year when we were little. And
Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, could you
he,
repeat that? Somebody was I had a spam call.
when I was really little, he came into town 2 or 3 times a year. He always visited us. I was still always his favorite. But I didn't really understand the impact. I have pictures with me and my sister backwards. My right arm out one side of his colors, my sister's left arm out the other ones. And, they can't be shown because can't show the colors. That's what the best is. We know how, like, say, Hell's Angels has a big patch. It says Hell's Angel.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then underneath, there'll be a city. That's
Mhm.
wherever they got inducted.
Mm.
And so my dad wasn't a Hell's Angel. It's a different big club. And it's worldwide. But he
Mhm.
somehow got to Dayton, Ohio, and got in with these guys, and that's where he was initiated.
Mm.
Now, once that happened, I don't know, maybe I was 9 or 10 and up in like my teenage years. When he would come to town, he'd have several bikes in a U-Haul and always be a roadster or a sportster, a chopper, and something else. And everybody knew, the whole town lived. It was only 15,000 people. Everybody, the whole town knew he was there because
Mhm.
everybody was very anal. It's a little town. He was a
Yeah, they could use
pot
him
smoker and
for the hoodlum.
drinker and got in
Mm.
trouble. And the thing that's funny is that my great grandfather during this time was the mayor of our town for 40 years.
Oh man.
You know how many times I got lucky I got busted and nothing happened to me
Oh man.
just
Mm.
because of my last name. But yeah, everybody knew, and I was kind of like the quiet girl. They teased me, but when my dad came to town, oh, then I was cool
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
my dad was so unusual
Yeah.
to any other parent,
Mhm.
and would always take me riding, and people would see, and it would spread. So for that, I was so happy when he came into town because then I was special
Mm.
again. I was special.
Mm.
And my mom used to utter these words: "You are just like your father, and I hate your father." And that
Oh,
was
that's not,
so hurtful to me,
yeah, that's terrible.
because if you hated him, then you
Mm.
must hate me. Because,
Yeah.
but I was a lot
Mm.
like him. I was a lot like him.
Mm.
And yeah, that was all through my grade school, my junior high, my high school. And yes, the high school thing, yes, he did get me a Sportster. I graduated in 1980, and I think it was a 68 or 69. It was beautiful. And, he could fix bikes, he could fix everything. But yeah, he brought a hooker. She came to my graduation in a gold sequined dress, gold sequined shoes, real
Oh.
high. Now she stuck out like a sore D. But
Mm.
yeah, a big gallon Ziploc baggie full of pot, $1,000. I had the best night because I had been out of high school because I broke my ankle severely. So I had to do home studies. So when I went out graduation night, my dad, me, and the hooker were rolling joint after joint after joint after joint.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
and then we put them in a big Ziploc baggie. And I hit every party and was passing out weed. They were like, "You smoke?" I go, "You
That's
don't
good
know
enough.
anything about me." Nobody ever took the time to know anything about me. A few people. But,
Mm.
yeah, I had a blast on my graduation night. Rolling up, because he taught me how to ride a bike, and rolling up in that motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. No lie. Nothing feels like a Harley between your legs. Nothing.
Mm.
So, while my mom wasn't happy about it, that I loved my dad, because he was the bad guy,
Mm.
and, she just never let me forget it. But I really wanted to get to know him. Yeah, where the hell did my little button go? Oh, I feel it under my boob. It went under my boob.
My button.
Holy
Look at
moly. Oh my God.
Be careful. Thank you.
No, we need more ratings. I mean, we need more.
Wait a minute. I gotta find it.
You'll find it later. It's stuck.
Now just be
It's
careful of
it's
the
around my
camera.
neck,
Okay.
but it's under my boob. Wait, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
It's it's my I've fallen and I can't get up button.
Oh, you don't want.
I've used it too many times. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, at least you got your
Mm,
money's worth out of it.
yeah, but I had a blast. The hooker I wasn't too happy about, but hey, that's what I loved about him. He was
Yeah,
so
he came in.
unpredictable. And yes, he did talk to me and I talked to my kids that way.
Mm.
And they all, both of them, say, "We love that you just didn't treat us like kids, teenagers, and
Yeah.
say, no, don't do this, don't do that." And
Mm.
my son gave me a plaque one time for my wall. Um, he said, "You're the mom everybody wishes they had."
Oh, that's the
Oh.
best compliment.
But
Yeah.
so when I was 19, he was living in Dayton. And I said, "All right, Dad, look, we haven't spent long amount of time together. I have some questions. You know, I want to hear your story. I want to
Mm.
know. And my daughter always bugs me about him. Always. She feels him. He's near her. I don't know what's up, but he would have probably been a good grandpa.
Yeah.
He probably
Mm.
would have. But, so I went to date. Oh, honey, a small town girl grew up real fast. This is where I got all my street smarts. My
Hey,
Uh-huh.
dad was a drug addict, so he'd send me out with money to go get the drugs for him. Me, me, me,
Mm.
me. And I didn't want to say no, but I was scared, and rightly so. Um, but would go hang out in his clubhouse. Now, when I got there, I was a little chubby. I lost 80 pounds when I went to see him. My mom didn't even know who I was when I walked. I came home on a bus. She didn't even know me. Not
Mm.
at all. But, oh, what a time. So I lost all this weight. All my clothes were really baggy. One of his friends' wife gave me new clothes. And all she wore were those little dinky short shorts, with the riveted belts
yeah,
Mm.
and little half shirts or halters.
yes, the
Mm.
whole.
Let me tell you, it might look good riding a bike like that because I could stop traffic. Men actually got in accidents.
Oh my gosh.
But when the bugs hit you, it hurts.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, yeah.
It hurts. So
Oh.
I didn't like my stepmother at the time, and my dad would
Mhm.
rub me in her face. Like, this is the one I love. Over and above you. I was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
Dad. Um, until she told me, well, I like it that he's high because I can keep him more in control. And I looked at her and I said, you are such a see you next Tuesday. I can't even believe it.
Hmm.
Hmm. Now she's married to a doctor and has like 4 kids or something. But she went, yeah. So I went there and I would go to the clubhouse. That was rough. And I only had money from what I brought, and that ran out. And he's like, you want money? Come here. And he put me in a car and took me to the guy that was the Dayton chapter, head of that chapter.
Mhm.
We walked in his house. He's the nicest guy. But you ever see those big trash bags that they have a big circle on the bottom and then they're a tube?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
not so, and in it, I can't even guess. 100,000, 150,000, maybe more quaaludes in it.
Damn.
What?
So
Oh.
the guy who was the head of the club, his name was Shorty Rat. He got a Ziploc bag. I don't know what's with the fucking Ziploc bags, but and filled it up. And Dad says, "Fair, now you go make your money." Ah, what was I supposed to do? I couldn't
Mm.
stay with my stepmom. I stayed with his friend. They called me a house mouse because I could clean up and all that
Yeah.
Mm.
and stay there. And that neighborhood had plenty of lewds, that's for sure. Yeah, I did that. I actually did that. I asked Dad, hey,
Oh.
can you pick me up a pack of cigarettes? He said, I'm not the one fucking you. Get your own damn cigarettes. Oh, I was in shock.
Yeah.
So I know that he was a pimp to my stepmom and that girl he had brought to my graduation. I mean, I'm
Oh,
telling you, he was not a good guy. Okay?
Mm.
First night I get into Dayton, a friend drove me out there who was passing through. And I'm in a chair and he says, Lenny, do you know how to use a gun? Okay. I'm in a town of 15,000 people that they're all, churchy worchies and all that. No, Dad, I don't know. And he pulled one out and showed me how to shoot it and said, okay, I need to let you know that somebody's going to be coming over here and we're going to walk into the back bedroom. And I broke a rule. So the enforcer's coming to beat the shit out of me. He said, I don't know how that's going to go, but he took that gun into that cushion in the side of that chair in the living room. And I was petrified. And I was high as hell, too. I was like, what? So, guy comes in.
So wait. Before you continue, I just want to make sure I'm caught up on what's happening. So he's making sure that you have the gun because when he goes into the room to take his punishment, he doesn't know if those guys might attack you as well.
Yes. Yeah. There's only
Okay.
one guy. His name was
Oh,
Bear. And he
okay.
was the enforcer.
Okay.
And my dad introduced him to me. He shook my hand, looked like a normal person, big guy. And then I could hear my dad getting tossed around in that room. I couldn't believe it.
dang.
But that's the thing. Once it's over, that's the end of it.
Hmm.
That's the end of it. No hard feelings, no more broken rules. I was welcome into the clubhouse. They treated me really good, those guys. They treated their women horrible. My dad treated me worse than any of the other guys in there. But he wanted to show me what kind of life he was in. And he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was a
you
good
want to see this is the truth. This is authentic.
That story just brought back a memory. Well, not a memory, not that long ago. This girl that my daughter went to school with, her father and sister, little sister, were murdered by someone like you're speaking of. They came in and they got him and they shot the girl too.
Oh, bad guys murdered
As in
them,
Kentucky.
unalived
In
them.
Kentucky. Yep, in Kentucky. Yeah. Unalived them. Oh, terrible.
So,
And
yeah, I lived.
you're lucky to be alive to tell the story.
I am. So, we all go to this bar one night. There's this really cute guy, and I'm really vibing on him. You know what I mean? He's vibing on me. And we, me and the guy started to walk out. He goes, "Where the hell are you going?" I said, "Well, I'm just going to go out back." He goes, "Oh no, we're planning on robbing him. You can't go with him." I was like,
Oh,
"Are you kidding me?
oh,
Holy hell." I mean, these aren't things you experience in
No.
in my town or with my mom or with either of my grandparents.
Right.
Although his father was my abuser, and that was messed up. What's the matter, Chewy? You shut the door. You know I can't get up. Go get your nose. There's a crack. You can open it. Go ahead. He got stuck in here yesterday and he destroyed my bedroom.
Oh
I
no.
mean
And you
destroyed
had
it,
to
and I
watch it
was
all happen?
helpless.
Oh no. Did he
But
have to
yeah,
go to the bathroom and he couldn't find a way out? I mean,
oh, he's good. He goes out twice in the morning, and then when my husband gets home, the first thing he does is lets him out. But
mm,
he likes to roam the house, you know what I mean? But yeah, I went to my dad and stepmom's wedding. Mm, that was interesting. And
I'm sure.
so they decide to have the reception out in the park. Okay. Okay, everybody, we're going to play topless volleyball. I was like, what? This is not cool with my dad here. I would do it, but not with my dad. That's just too weird. He's like, I don't give a shit. You know, he said, you know how many titties I've seen? I was like, but I'm your daughter. He's like, whatever. I mean, he really, really was tough on me in
yeah,
the street way to
yeah.
teach me if you're not careful, this is the life you could lead.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, really, he did. He's like, you think you want to be here? I'll show
yeah.
you.
Yeah. He just smacked me in the face with a whole different reality that I wasn't used to.
Yeah.
Mm,
It wasn't just not cool anymore. It was still cool in some things, but he I wanted to know his life and what made him turn out the way he did. Of course, like I said, my grandfather was a he. I did tell my dad finally what my grandfather had done to me. Oh my God. It took everything between me and my stepmother to get him to not go kill him.
mm, mm.
I'm like, he's not worth it, Dad. You know what I mean? He goes,
Right.
I don't care. It's not like I haven't been in prison before. I'm like, oh God, no. I
Mm.
hadn't even
Well, at least
told.
I mean, at least that's a normal reaction. Like,
Exactly.
unlike what happened to me, and like they just acted like it never happened, and
Oh,
like you're
no,
a
no.
liar. You're
Mm.
Yeah, I had one
on
uncle.
that side of
The
the family.
reason I told,
Yeah, sorry, Shelley.
sorry about that,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I had, my dad had an older sister and two younger brothers. I told to save his youngest brother, my uncle Paul's daughter. I went over there one day and they had Nicole. It was his oldest daughter, and she was about 4, and she was so excited. I'm going to Granddad's house. I'm going to Granddad's house and spend the night. I gotta tell you, I have never had a feeling like that in my life.
Mm.
That feeling that I knew what he was going to do to her.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I didn't talk to my uncle, but his wife, Rhonda, I had to pull her into a bedroom and say, you cannot let that little girl go over there. Ever, ever, ever. Now, my uncle believed me, but the other uncle wouldn't believe anything. I just stopped talking to me to this day. And I
Yeah. It's
told them
easier for
that
them.
when I was 20. So I haven't talked to them for 40 years.
Yeah, it's easier
Well,
to pretend you're a liar than to deal with it.
I
well,
did it to save my little cousin.
of course.
Thank God.
But I think sometimes, and I'm not saying about this particular uncle or, well, yeah, uncle, um, but sometimes it can be that they've followed in the footsteps, and so they don't, so they're part of the secret,
See,
you
he did that to my aunt, who
know.
then became a nun. Uh, uh,
But your aunt, so your aunt knew how he was,
Oh yeah.
but let you be around it.
Oh yeah, she never warned anybody, did
So that's why you
anything.
had to step in and break the cycle.
Always made sure we had a card and a present for him. And when I told, she said nothing. She was into that, honor thy mother and father, and she was a nun who's now an ex-nun with another ex-nun who's a gym teacher. And they've been living together for, I don't know, 30 years.
Oh.
I go, my lesbian ex, my lesbian aunt,
You'd be surprised.
who left the nunnery. I call it a nunnery. I don't know what the hell you call it.
Yeah, I don't either. The nunnery.
But I know,
You know what you know. You know what you know, and I got it. I got it figured out.
What happened to Miriam?
She left us. I don't know. She's gone. We are now.
It's 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. her time, isn't it?
But yeah, I could have very well gone in my father's pathway. And after I left him, about 2 months later, he shows up back in Pennsville. And I go to my Uncle Paul's house. My dad's sitting on the couch. I'm like, hey, stranger. And that was the last time I saw him alive. And he, you know how in Daytona, Florida, they have the big, all the motorcycle people.
Yeah.
They have a huge thing.
Yeah, the bike rally.
Oh, yeah. So he was down there, and he had a girlfriend that was the same age as me. Oh, God, that was horrible.
Oh, yeah, that would be. I'm plugging my phone in. I'm still here.
But she,
there you are.
I guess he was dealing cocaine or something. I'm guessing. Because I gotta find my phone charger. Oh my God, hold on, you guys.
Yeah, I didn't have my phone charged like a fool. I was like, what am I not using my noggin? Now it's
nice. Because all that messing around with figuring it all out.
Yeah, it took all your battery juice.
But so she and her friends got into, like, I guess, for kilos of cocaine. And it was like the good stuff. And they did a whole kilo. And he had to pay that back. And they wanted it now. So he didn't have the money. He said, I'll get the money. But that girl did it. I think he got rid of her. And then because of that, and when he was down in Daytona on Bike Week, somebody walked him into a field and duct taped his ankles and his wrists together behind his back and unalived him through the head.
Oh.
And walked away. Some linemen found him. They were up on a telephone pole or whatever that is, electricity pole.
Yeah.
They saw a body, and it was my dad, and he was them-word.
And that was when he came back to town? Was that right after he'd come back?
Yeah, I had come back. I'd spent a year in Ohio with him. And I left as like a little Tweety bird with giant breasticles. I was pretty hot back then. I was. I mean, the guys were all over me. I'm like, oh, you didn't want me then, but now that I look like a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you didn't look like that. You look like this. And, But, yeah. People that I stayed at the house with in Dayton when I couldn't take my stepmother anymore, they had a little girl, and she goes, why do you dress so fancy? because all they wore black concert T-shirts. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
jeans and skull caps and rough looking.
Mm. And Mabel, Grace made a comment that she's so sorry. I posted it there.
What are you sorry for?
Your dad.
Mm.
Oh,
Your
my
dad did.
dad.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Mm.
he told me from the beginning when I was talking to him, like we were talking about serious stuff, like I couldn't stand your mom anymore. She was speeding. I'm trying to chill and relax, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
She was on her diet pills that you could get at the grocery store, probably.
Yeah, I can't listen.
I used to take those as when I was a teenager. I went to the grocery store and I got some of those diet pills
I
for like
know the name
they were
of
like
them.
sweet. What were they called? They were like I
No
can
dose or
not no
no
dose.
diet.
I have
Diet.
beginning dementia, so I forget a lot
They
of
were so
stuff.
common. They were it was commercials for them all the time. Like just take this.
Mm.
But she got
You could
my dad was taking
just
Tuinol.
be.
That's the stuff the dentist used to give you back in that day.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Tuinol.
was
Well,
Mm.
you know what? I discovered they kept trying to every time I'd go to the dentist or whatever, they want to prescribe me Vicodin. I'm like, no, I just want ibuprofen, please,
Mm. Yeah.
because ugh, I did for my teeth. The only thing that worked was ibuprofen,
yeah, ibuprofen works.
and
Me too,
the
for sure.
drugs just get me high, and I didn't want to be high.
Yeah.
But that year with him was the best thing I ever did
It was the
because
best of times and the worst of times.
it really was.
It was the
But
education.
you know, I didn't like him pushing me in my stepmother's face
Yeah.
because it made her feel bad, and I'd be like, "I'm so sorry, Shelly." You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with him, but why are you crying, Chewy?
Maybe he
Oh,
wanted
it's because
you two not to get along.
oh,
He wanted to be the most popular. He wanted to be the one you guys liked the best, not each other.
he talked to me like he's the only person out of either side of my family, my mom included, that ever talked to me like a human being or an adult.
Mm.
I was very neglected and mentally abused by my mom. There's only so much I hate your dad and you're just like him you can take.
Yeah, I know how I'm a child of divorce as well. They tried to
Yeah.
like not even though my mom and dad, my stepdad and mom tried to be more like the Brady Bunch. Like we're the Brady Bunch, we're the perfect Brady Bunch family.
Mm.
But we
My mom did a really good job of
weren't the Brady.
always, because they divorced when I was like before kindergarten, so I was maybe 4 years old.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, and
Same
like
here.
she
Yeah,
would call him
this is rare in
on
our
my birthday to make sure he wished me a happy birthday and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
As a little kid, I didn't it didn't make any difference to me who dialed the phone. My dad's wishing me a happy birthday, you know.
Right.
So she did a lot to foster that relationship.
right.
My dad sent me a birthday card with $50 in it from when I was before double digits. He never sent a card to my sister.
Maybe
Wow.
is it because he did he think she wasn't his?
Well, she was like my mom.
Oh. So basically your dad was good to you and she was good to your sister. Because
Oh no, my sister
where's she
was
not?
her favorite. And a story.
Oh,
I said, I know you love us both equally, but I know you like her better. So stop trying to pretend. It
Mm.
is what it is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, well, she doesn't give me any trouble like you do. I'm like, oh my god. And you know what? For like today's kids, you know how bad they are. You know, with all the drugs. I was a good kid.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Compared to today, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Joey, stop! I'm not paying attention to him, and he knows it.
Like,
And he's having a fit
He
because
wants
Amelia
one of my
really.
red vines.
Um, I broke my
red
uppers
vine.
because I have false teeth,
So
and
red
I
vines
broke
they give the red vines they give you when you're in the movies.
kind of like that and Twizzlers, right?
My
Red vines
mom
are a
brought
little
these for
softer.
me.
Love those.
But you were talking
Yeah.
about how they have them at the somewhere. They always had red vines at the move or when you were working on a film or something. I don't know.
So when you're working on a movie, you have there's two kinds of food. There's catering, which is your meals, but
Yeah.
then you always have what's called the craft service or the craft table. I like to call it kind of grazing because, like for example, while the people setting up the lights are busy setting up the lights, well, maybe the actors have a moment to get something, and then while the actors are doing their thing, maybe the lighting guys have time to go over. Everybody's kind of got a different time that they can squeeze over and get something to eat. The
Yeah.
other thing that I found really interesting that I learned is that you have to like prepare, like there are union rules about the food. So let's say the cinematographer cannot get away from that camera and it's been 2 hours. You
Yeah.
need to take a tray of something that is not the peanut butter and the celery sticks, because that would be messy, right? Something that's not going to be messy, but that's going to be nutritious, that and take them something to eat.
That's the craft services table, right?
That's and so on craft services, they always had that big tub of the red vines, that big round tub,
Sugar
standard.
boost.
To chew on it. Chew on this.
Yeah. So it's nice. And these are
But
nice and soft too.
that sounds so good. I have tasty cake.
Oh.
Mm,
Do you
that
know what?
sounds
Do you
good.
know what tasty cakes are?
Oh yeah. I know
They
what
were
they are.
first
Aren't
only
they?
sold in Philly. Yeah, got a coconut junior.
I'm pretty sure they have tasty cakes here in Florida. I
Oh,
grew up in Iowa next to
that looks good.
I grew up right next to Quaker Oats. That's what when she was talking. Oh wait, I was watching Muse. It was Muse News not Muse News. 11:11 Tarot,
Mm.
right? And she was talking about cereal last night. That's what. Anyway, I
Yeah,
used
but
to
you can.
live.
They have a website.
I used to live near Quaker Oats. Anyway, where they make the cereals, and when it was Captain Crunchberry Day, oh, it
Oh
smelled
my
real good.
gosh. Oh, I
Captain
never thought about
Crunchberry
that.
Day.
Oh yeah, you could smell it all around for
Oh,
miles. It's like, oh, they're making the crunch berries today.
is that the same company that made Fruity Pebbles, or is that a different one?
Whatever Quaker Oats makes.
Yeah. There was Post, Kellogg's, and,
So
and
whatever
Quaker
if they
Oats.
make what is Captain Crunch, whatever that is, they made it. They
Yeah.
It's
make
one of the two.
yeah. But you could always smell it. It's like, But yeah, do you guys watch the 11:11?
I've
No,
seen a few, but
No.
not recently.
Oh yeah,
man.
I watch her.
The
Danny.
month of December, 11/11, every day, somewhere, either 111.
That's why I started watching. I kept seeing. Well, I always see my birthday, always, and it's crazy. There'll be a clock wrong that's like in the kitchen somewhere that's not working. I'll look at it at that 11:12. That's my birthday. But then it was like, what the heck is going on? It's 11:12. And then it became 11:11, and that's why I just saw it on the when I was
Isn't that
looking
the
through, and
symbol
that's
for
what made me start
angels?
watching 11:11 tarot. She's like, if you
Yeah,
can see
special
them,
blessings, whatever. Yeah.
I think it's like the angels numbers or something like
yeah,
that.
it's like an angel number. It's like
Mhm.
I don't know, spiritual awakening maybe. But anyway, that's what got me into it. And then she's good. She's been talking a lot of she follows T Rev, and she's done the
Mm.
spirit box with them a few times, but she's not much. She basically
So,
does cards, the tarot cards.
in addition to liking red vines, Grace also likes Real Tarot 1123 better.
Better.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
I don't
Well, I
watch
know.
many of those
I mean,
channels.
I don't really, but
I'm
I
gonna
get
go put this
that
away
one.
because I had enough.
Oh
Okay.
God.
I don't,
Keep talking.
typically that's not something I delve into. I don't do tarot card, but I found myself watching that
My
one.
daughter does tarot card readings for people.
But I mean, I don't do them, but I have no problems watching her do it. But
Well,
I
my
just don't.
daughter's done it for a long time. She's very gifted too.
Yeah.
This Christmas, I got her a couple singing bowls and
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You got
new
it.
smudge sticks with the another
Yeah.
shell and uh,
Well, you probably like that 11/11, 11/11.
like I said, the
Yeah.
month of December, it was crazy. It was everywhere. Every time I looked at the time or
Yeah.
it
was
it just happened to pick it up and it would be full ones. I'm like, this is going
Yeah,
beyond coincidence.
or you're just passing by. Like I said, it'd be everywhere I looked. It would be a clock that was wrong, like way off. That in my car, or whatever. It's like, and it would be that time. What is going on? So I mean, finally I had to say, what the heck is happening? So I Googled it first. I was like, what is going on? And then then I found that show. And then I found the Muse news. And
Yes.
and then it just took off from there. But do you watch? We were talking about. Did you watch the Bare Bones guy? He was watching the Whitakers the other night. Have you seen the Whitakers?
Oh yeah, from
Oh.
Mark Leda.
Is that who does? Yes. Oh my gosh. So I had discovered that a lot.
Oh
A
my
lot
God,
back.
the inbred family.
And my husband and we'll look at each other and we go, huh? But no, I just couldn't look away. I could not look away from it.
It's
And
like a
then
train wreck.
it's like, but then you know what? They're all just happy. They were happy as can be. And now they have a new roof, and
Oh my God, hold on.
because of the YouTube show. But yeah, I couldn't look away from the Whitakers. But
Is
the
Mabel
Bare
okay?
My I don't know what the hell. My charger is plugged into one of those strips,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the strip is not on.
Oh.
So it should have been charging. Come on, what the hell?
Well, I can see your fan.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you didn't like fall and need to use your button or something.
No, I'm used to this. My dog, like I
Okay.
said, went crazy in here yesterday. But
Yeah.
this not.
Tearing up the town, tearing up the room.
This not working is unacceptable.
So have you seen the Whitakers?
Yeah, I've seen the Whitakers. I forget the guy. I don't forget his name, but he has the baggy pants and he's always pulling them up.
Yes. He's the one that goes, huh.
And Lorraine is Timmy's mother.
Okay, so is Lorraine the one that's
She doesn't talk.
There's the main lady that she's the one that takes care of them all. She's got
All
more
of them.
Yeah. So that's Lorraine.
Lorraine is the one that doesn't really talk.
The one eye goes one way and the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I forget.
Have you seen that show, Maybe?
I just searched. You guys are talking about this inbred family?
Yeah, they're called
Yeah.
the Whitakers. The Whitakers.
Mark
Okay,
Laita,
yeah, I'm seeing pictures.
Laita, followed him. He has a book I want. There's a book he took of just every kind of people, and it's worth like
They're
$3,000.
What are they called? Appalachian people?
Yeah, they're Appalachian.
Because they're
Appalachian.
well, anyway, it's a family of inbred family, and the guy has since he's
Right.
he films them and everything, and with the money he's been buying them things like a roof,
Mhm.
stuff like that, because they
Yeah.
live
New
in squalor.
kitchen cabinets. A
Right,
truck.
but one of them lives across the way,
Yeah.
just across the street, and he's like I can't. They're so messy. He keeps his place clean and tidy. He's like kind of normal too.
He's kind of normal.
Yeah, he's the more normal.
They have
Except-
another one that brought a trailer in next door. He was married and has a daughter. He's got the googly eyes, but he has some mental
You won't be
capacity.
able to look away once you start watching the Whitakers. But like I said, they seem pretty happy.
You know what? That's proof that living in your environment and being happy is possible.
That's right. They're happy.
Even with all their challenges.
All the crap, and they had what, like 19 or 20 brothers and sisters or whatever they are.
There's only like seven left.
Right, they're only like there. You have to watch it. You're gonna be like, you won't be able to look away from the Whitakers.
Yeah, because I just Googled them and saw the pictures. So I'm gonna have to check it out. It's on Netflix, I guess.
On YouTube.
YouTube is where I
Soft
watch it.
White Underbelly.
You don't have to pay for it. I mean, it's
That's
on
the
YouTube.
channel on YouTube.
Okay.
Soft
That's right.
White Underbelly.
Underbelly. That's right.
All right. And you saw Grace mention Tarot by Janine?
Okay, I'll have to check her out. I haven't seen that.
So, Grace,
I think I've heard of her.
Have you gotten a reading by any of these people? Like a personal reading?
No.
I have never gotten a reading. I did have a lady years ago. I used to, back when I was like 20, my kid was playing with her kid. Anyway, I was babysitting her son. Anyway, she came over one day and she had like regular cards and she was like messing around with them or something. And she asked me, she knew something that I didn't tell her. And she was like, who is this blonde person? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She would not let it go. I knew darn well who the blonde person was. But
my goodness.
Like, who is it? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
My sister and I went to a psychic for years.
There's something to this here because she was like on the money, but she was like, huh. And I was like, oh, just go away. Like change the subject. It was like, go away. I don't want to talk
psychic me and my sister would go to. She said a death was coming and described the death. And she's like, this is going to be a young person. And they're going to be unalive, right? He goes, but not like you think a young person in a car accident or an overdose. She says, it's just really high. And I don't know what that means. And I was freaking out going, oh my God, who's going to die? It was my sister's ex-fiance.
Oh.
He fell from a roof. He was roofing in a warehouse.
Oh.
And it collapsed and he died.
So he was really high.
And you were like,
he was high up on the roof.
believe.
Listen, that freaked me out. I'm getting the chills really bad. That freaked me out to predict a death and be kind of specific about it.
Yeah, but yet she made it somebody that wasn't like your mother or like someone close to you. I mean,
it's
somebody
someone
that
you know.
Yeah. But like
I had to drive to the beach to tell my sister what happened. My sister collapsed and fainted on the floor.
Oh man.
And woke up screaming.
Oh. So did you go back to the psychic after that?
Well, we did for many years. I saw her from the time I was like 21 to 30. And I just stopped.
Yeah.
And she's long gone. Her name was Marge Chu. It took an hour to get there, and
Well,
Well, Grace
she,
says that she hasn't gotten any readings either.
I don't know, after that experience with like almost 10 years of Marge Q, that was her name, and she was dead on. And I'm telling you, from the first time to the last time, she always would take her finger right here and go right at my stomach. She's like, something's not right there. Something's just not right. And I ended up having terrible issues.
Mm,
Terrible issues.
dang.
wow. And she knew it.
She, she goes, I don't know why, but every time you come, I feel I have to tell you about this area of your body.
Yeah.
Mm.
But she was dead on so much that how do you start a relationship like that again?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that woman knew more about me than that predicted the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
I think
that's
I'd be afraid to go. Just
Mm.
I don't want to know everything, or be
Gra-
led when I don't know. There's
Grace wants to know if we've watched Sloan
Sloan
Bella.
Bella.
Yeah.
I know
I
I
watched
watched a
Sloan, but not
Sloan.
Sloan down. Yeah, I watched that one guy, Sloan.
I'm not
He goes
sure.
like
I don't know if
Sloan.
that's his last name. I also, for kicks and giggles, watch Aphrodite.
I
I
think
love him.
I've heard of
I
her.
yes.
I think I've seen her a few times, and then I didn't see her anymore. But what was I?
Aphrodite's a guy.
Oh, then it wasn't that. Then it was. This was a
Oh,
woman.
you would know.
Yeah, this
Everything's
is
pink.
like a.
Everything's pink in his room.
Oh, okay. Aphrodite. No, I watched a guy named Sloan. He just does like celebrity news.
Right. I've
Yeah,
seen that, but I
he's
don't know if that's Sloan
gay.
Bella.
No, he doesn't. He's just Sloan, and he
Here's
talks
Sloan.
about Britney Spears, and he's just a young guy that just talks about celebrity people and
Current
current kind of things, and talks
that
about like
don't give you a headache.
yeah. um, yeah, just more celebrity
So
people
there's
like
Sloan
what's going on with
Bella.
Britney, but not Sloan Bella. Okay, well, there's that Reverend Donna that was Sweetie Pie or something. You know what I'm talking about with that?
No.
She predicted. Her name's Reverend Donna, I think. And how I discovered I don't watch her per se. I watch this other lady. She's got long. She's
Sweetie
really pretty.
Pie.
Yeah, Sweetie Pie, and she always has that Reverend Donna. And she used to not
There
believe in
he is.
psychic.
That's the guy I watch.
Okay, I will have to check that out.
He does all kinds of things.
They,
Pick a card at the beginning of the month. He does astrological signs.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of readings too.
yeah. And he's got a lot of great playlists where he's organized, whether it's celebrity stuff or like mythological things like Are Mermaids Real or, yeah.
Well, that Reverend Donna, she's like proven because she pretty much said what like on the Lori Vallow case with the kids, she
Yeah.
predicted all of that. She said where they were and all that, the bodies, pretty much, and also with Gabby Petito. And now, and
They
also,
all did, Gabby
Are you talking
Petito.
about Reverend Donna Serafina?
yeah, that sounds right. She's blonde hair, but Sweetie Pie's she's younger. She's pretty. I mean, not that the other lady's not pretty. I mean, this lady's more strikingly pretty.
What do you think about Tyler Henry?
I don't know that one. Tyler Henry?
Oh, he's Hollywood psychic. He
Oh.
talks to
Oh,
the
I
dead.
can't stand that guy. Sorry. Tyler. No, I can't do him.
He's
No.
young. He's a young guy.
I don't believe him at all. He just, ugh. My body revolts from him. I know exactly what you're talking about. And my body says, my spirit says,
I missed
ugh.
who was that?
I don't believe him at all.
Tyler
I
Henry.
I cut out.
He's blonde.
Who?
He's a
Henry?
blonde boy, and he's very flamboyant. Let's just say
Tyler
Tyler. And
Henry.
he does all the Hollywood people, and he even has one with Nancy Grace. I didn't watch it though, because like I said, there's some people I just can't watch. But he's just not one. Okay, and also one of my good friends growing up with, she is in the business or whatever, and her husband, well, not her husband, her boyfriend. What's that one guy? He's also a psychic. He had his own show. He's still around. He's got dark hair, and he had a show.
John something.
Anyway, he hires people. Now, she would say that yes, he's gifted. He's supposedly gifted, but they always had filler people in the crowd. And my girl, one of my best friends growing up, her husband was hired to be in the audience, and he lied and said that yes, his grandmother was dead and his grandmother was alive. It was all fake. So I won't listen to any of that crap, because I know from firsthand that was bullshit crap. And I was like, how do these people, whatever, money, greed. But yeah, so I don't watch that guy. And his name, he's one of those celebrity guys, and I just can't stand to look at his face now after that. It's like, man, you had me for a minute. But no, another thing that they do is the crowd, the people in line that are waiting to go into these shows, there's people in there with you, like secret shoppers. They're listening to you say, hey, I'm here to, gosh, I hope I see grandma today. They're in this room for hours listening to people talk.
Like Long Island Medium. Ugh.
There's another one. Teresa.
Yeah, Caputo.
With the nails and the hair.
Cookie.
With those nails and the hair. Her husband finally left her. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, they split up. No. He was such a nice guy, or so I thought.
But it's like, when you learn some of these things, it's like, nah. But that one guy, I just, no. Nope. He just gives me an icky feeling. But if I don't get the icky feeling, I'm cool. But that guy.
I remember that, Grace.
Yeah, Grace said that I cried watching that Taylor Henry with Nancy Grace episode, because I saw Nancy Grace was living in my mentor's home where I had spent so much time. Wow.
I just think he's got way too much information. There's so much you could look up on that. And they try to say that, oh, I'm totally, I don't know anything about you. Bull crap. They know everything. It's a scam. Now, I'm not saying that's why you got to use your discernment. I can be led astray like anyone else. Wow.
It's just interesting.
And then feel like interesting. Right. You got to take it with what? And there's real people out there, and then there's real scam artists. Just evil. And then there's also evil spirits that can pretend that they know that they know how to act. So you gotta. It's scary. It's scary because they can look just like your grandma. They can sound just like your grandma. They can tell you things that only your grandma would have said to you in their voice.
Yeah, so absolutely.
So I don't mess with that. But
I gotta try to turn this thing on. What the hell?
I wouldn't seek it out per se. But I am entertained by a lot of foolishness. Now, I'm not saying that anything I watch is, but I do. I like to be entertained. I also watch a lot of drama. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
These people out there that are nuts. I watch some of those people just to see what they're gonna do next.
My dog unplugged my strip, my whatever you call that.
Power strip.
God.
Oh no.
Stepped on the button.
Power strip.
Click. Oh man.
you guys heard of Ruby, just a Texas medium?
No. Is that YouTube on TV? What?
YouTube. And so I just added her link in. If you guys wanted to copy and paste it in another tab or something, or watch on replay, it's like 2:30 right now. I mean, 2 hours 34 minutes in that we're having this conversation. She does more like a channeling, but if I recall, she'll do her channels privately, and then she'll make notes, and then she'll share. And she just had some really interesting things about the Idaho 4 before it happened. And then, I mean, before Brian was arrested, right? Like not long after it had first happened.
Right.
And then after, then she did some new channeling as well. And she really believes that there's someone else involved with him. It's not him. From the beginning, she thought there was more than one person. And now
most of the psychics are thinking that.
Yeah, and so she still thinks that there's somebody else that, she's not sure of what the involvement is. That doesn't mean that they were both in the house. The involvement could have been a getaway driver or something, right?
Yeah, that's another one. There's a getaway driver, most likely. Yeah, you need to watch 11 Tarot. She's good with that. If you're into the Idaho 4.
I think I might be subscribed.
Watch it. Can't watch anything about it.
Oh, you can't.
It messes my head up so bad. I get such a bad headache. I don't know why, but
hers are real quick though. I mean, she doesn't go on forever. She's like,
Grace says that she thinks Ruby is off a lot. I haven't watched her consistently enough with any other cases.
I gotta try to plug this thing in.
Hold
on.
Pretty much. If anybody's covering like when Anne Hayes, she's like, okay, I want to see what that's about, and the Twitch and all the Ellen DeGeneres, I can't stand her. So anything that's like, and the Illuminati, I'm into that.
Yeah.
And even a lot of people like the Sloan guy that covers celebrity, he knows. I mean, he's not oblivious to it. Anybody that's like all worshiping Hollywood and thinks they're wonderful, I don't watch them.
Yeah.
That's like I run the opposite. I don't want to be involved in that, but I will. I mean, I'm very suspicious over Anne Hayes. I mean, that was obviously suspicious to me.
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious over Twitch, and that's very suspicious to me. I mean,
right.
I'm kind of into all that kind of thing.
Well, what's really funny about the Anne Hesh is that I saw like the clip of like, oh, look, they're taking her to the ambulance and she's sitting up, right? And I'm like thinking, well, so what? And then now I realize what she was supposed to have like been in her car that exploded in flames, and she was supposed to be dead when they were just removing her body.
Yeah.
And that's why it was the thing that she was sitting up and didn't look burned either.
It was just all weird. It was crazy. It was strange. And I was actually watching it when they were saying it was a guy. He's sitting up now. I mean, the person had a sheet over their head to be dead, and then it was down. It was just crazy. Very strange.
I just saw those little clips here and there, because I wasn't really ever that interested in her as an actress or in movies that she was in.
Yeah, I like her I always liked her. I like her as an actress. I think she's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have anything against her, but just
right. She reminds me of someone from my life. That's why I probably was attracted to her.
Oh, yeah, that's sure.
Certain people we like because of that. It's like, oh, but yeah.
Mabel, are you doing okay?
Trying to plug this thing in.
Okay, well, we're concerned for you.
Well, I got my button on, so.
Okay. Is the dog still in there, or did the dog go out?
Oh, he left the bedroom. Yeah.
Okay, good. You don't need any more complications.
Oh, God.
But before any of all that stuff came along, I used to just watch. I mean, I got away from like the regular shows on TV, other than Little House on the Prairie, which I still love.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
always love that.
but I was watching the 90 Day Fiancés, and then I was watching the House. I it used to be the Housewives, you know, because I thought they were more. Then I got over that. Then it was the Fiancés, blah. And then it was like the people that talked about the fiance shows, and then it was blah. And then it slowly got away from those people altogether.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been. That's why I'm like, all I watch is YouTube, basically.
Me too.
I look up what
Really?
I want to watch. I'm trying to tell my mom, you can watch anything you want to watch, Mom. You can find it.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want to push the button. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
afraid
It's
she won't be able
amazing
to-
the simplest things, or you know, like how to do something, you know, and like at first you're like, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And then you realize, oh, well, let me check on, you know, how to do this. And there it is. That somebody made a video.
Oh yeah, it's there. Anything you want to see,
Yeah.
you can find it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty soon I'll have to go. I'll have to watch the children. The
Yeah.
children. My
Yeah.
little baby.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like this is like a long one tonight. Oh, Grace says that she grew up with Little House on the Prairie too.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I still
Yeah.
watch Little House on the Prairie.
yeah.
Oh, and then on Facebook I discovered during the sickness that went
Yeah.
around that
Yeah.
Allison Arngrim, the one that plays Nellie Olson, she started reading
Okay.
every day at the same time from the books. So I got
Oh
that
wow.
was fun. She still does probably. She read all
Yeah.
through the series. Then she's gotten Almanzo character. He reads
Mhm.
sometimes. He comes on from his house and reads from. It's fun. It's like, oh.
Oh.
Although at the end of every one of her things, she would say, "And wear your mask and wash your hands," and I'd turn it off right then.
Yeah.
Get that in. It's like, no. But I
Yeah.
did enjoy it. She reads from the books, and then she's still on there. If you ever want to look her
Yeah.
up, Facebook, Allison Arngrim.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
Oh,
it was fun. If you like Little House on the Prairie, it's pretty simple, good,
Mm.
good, clean fun.
Well, I remember
Suck.
reading the books myself when I was
yeah.
younger.
Oh yeah. Hey, I had a crush on Michael Landon. I wanted him to be my pa.
Oh, absolutely. Did you
Oh,
like the
Michael
Waltons
Landon?
too? I love the Waltons.
Oh yeah, we watched the
Also.
Waltons.
stuck.
All those shows. But Michael Landon, oh no, I love Michael Landon. I was crushed when he died.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you okay, Mabel?
I'm
Yeah,
stuck. I'm trying,
No.
You're
to,
stuck.
trying to get out of this spot.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
And I pee-peed myself doing it. Oh, God.
She's falling and she can't get up.
I'm like,
Sorry. Mm.
I'll get there. I
It's
just
like,
gotta
come on,
move my
Lassie.
legs by my hands.
We need Lassie.
We're rooting
Get
for
back.
you.
Oh, God help me.
Yeah. It's okay. You
Lord.
just take your time.
I'll take my time. It's just my knees don't function anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, the knees.
So there
Yay.
you go. There you go. You're upright.
You're up. You're up. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
mounds don't. I love mounds.
Yeah, me too.
I never liked any of those because they have coconut in them, and I hate
Yeah,
it.
my
Hate the
son hates
coconuts.
coconut.
Snickers.
Yeah, I like
Snickers.
Oh, I
Hershey
love
Kisses,
Snickers, too.
almonds.
He likes those cow tails.
Oh, I love those. My son loved those too.
I
Those are
bought
always
him
at
a
the
whole
those are always at the
box of
basketball
36
games.
for Christmas.
Do you guys ever have? Do you remember back in the day when at like the recession, concession stand, not the recession stand. Concession stand would have Bub's Daddy, the long gum. It would be called Bub's Daddy, and it was this long, and it was gum,
I
purple or
remember
blue.
gum that was like by the foot,
Yeah, it
and
was
it was
like
in a
that. Oh,
roll.
that.
Yeah.
But that was later. That was like when our kids were, well, we were kids having kids, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I'm talking about it was Bub's Daddy.
Wait, yes, it was like a long pink
Yeah, it's
stick.
called, yeah, Bub's Daddy.
Yes, yes.
Every game, it was like 10 cents. You could have this
I
huge
know.
piece of gum. Gotta get my Bub's Daddy. Great
Oh, I
flavor.
think
And then, of
that
course, there's Hubba Bubba, bubble gum that we get every day before school. You get caught with the gum, you get in trouble, but we always had it.
and
Who's got the gum?
jawbreakers.
Who's got the Hubba Bubba? Bubba.
Swedish fish. Swedish fish. I love Swedish fish.
Oh, the
Oh,
sweetest
yeah.
fish.
When my kids were littler, because there's a 7-year gap, I bought like I went to a wholesale clubhouse and bought them all kinds of penny candy
Yeah.
and got a table with the umbrella, and they would come out, both of them, and at a certain time, all the kids in the neighborhood would flood because they sold it as penny candy.
I love it. Young
Right.
entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurialism. I love it.
Uh,
Yeah, I
That
love
was
the
good fun.
80s enough. They had a channel, but now it's off.
mm.
Candy.
And the bracelets and necklaces, they still make them.
Yeah, yeah.
Candy necklaces, yeah. The candy cigarettes, we used to always get those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'd walk uptown, we'd go uptown, we call it, get our record. You gotta
Oh.
go get your 45 record. You go to the
I
candy,
gotta show you guys something.
you smoke your cigarettes, and then you go around the corner and you're like, stick 'em up. Because we were Charlie's Angels or something.
Those cigarettes had like confectioner's sugar, so they had bubblegum cigarettes too.
Oh, yeah, they would like, you could go puff and
And the stuff would come out. Yeah.
they were like Lucky Strikes or something.
Oh, they're good. Necco,
Yeah, my mom brought me some Necco.
I saw you
yeah.
eating one the other night, or one night.
When I came to Florida, I'd never heard of moon pies before, but what about moon pies? They're okay.
It's just like a cold s'more.
Yeah. But they were like moon pie. I'm like, I never heard of a moon pie.
The best you
I
can get
grew up-
anywhere is these Amish bakeries.
Which bakeries?
Amish.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Oh yeah, in Iowa, there's one, the Amana Colony. That's not far from where I used to grow up. You go see the Amish people and have a really delicious dinner at the Amana Colonies. Home cooked. They bring out like big mashed potato bowl, like you'd eat like family style. I mean, you still do the shop up there now. It's very commercialized.
Yeah, we had one. It's only about an hour away. It's called Shady
Yeah.
Maple.
Mm-hmm.
All you
probably
can eat.
Every place probably has an Amish town now.
I grew up with Hostess, the Hostess Bakery. So like ding dongs and ho hos and chocodiles and the chocolate cupcake that had the white circle, the white twisty line.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
I'm trying to think. We went to,
those.
I think it was Wonder Bread or something, because on a field trip, like as a kid, we got to
I
go there,
did
get your
too.
loaf of bread, you get your loaf, maybe some fresh.
It was still warm. It was still
Yeah.
warm when you left.
We must all have one in our town. Here's where
We
they
went
make
to
the bread.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Well, I'm from Cedar Rapids, Marion, but Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so that's it. Quaker
From the
Oats.
Bay Area, California, San Francisco Bay Area.
And I never been to California.
Yeah, either have
Ferguson,
I.
Las
There's
Vegas
such
is
a variety of California.
but California's
Really?
huge, so it's like, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Arizona.
And I've never been to Arizona. Wait,
You've
yeah.
been to Arizona?
Oh yeah.
No, I've not been there.
I've been
Yeah.
through several times Arizona.
Actually, was a time me and my sister visited my dad. They had moved to Tucson, and
Mm.
boy, my
Mm,
dad
no.
really spent time with us. He took us to all the sites, and I have a fireplace, and it's like different levels above it. And my favorite pictures of me and my dad on a day to visit old Tucson or whatever, like the old West.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I look at that picture, and that sky was so blue.
Mm.
Yeah.
That photo is 40 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Hasn't faded anything. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to go move out there, but
I was driving cross country with my youngest son Danny, and I asked him. I'm like, so like we were in Houston. We drove from Washington D.C. He flew out to Washington D.C. and so we were driving back to California, and we stopped in Houston to see a friend of mine. Well, and my aunt and uncle. And so I was like, okay, from Houston. I said, do you want to go south and see the Alamo, and then we'll cut across that way? Or do you want to go north and see like Dallas and Amarillo
right.
and then cut across that way? And he said that he wanted to go to the like Area 51,
Wow.
and which was like right through the middle, right? And there's no, and it's not straight. Okay, there's no, you kind of, you go this way, then you got to turn right or whatever and go, and then you got to turn left, and then I mean, it's not like like Highway 10 is straight across. Highway 8 not 80, not 50, whatever, there's another one that's well, I guess maybe Highway 10 is the one that goes straight across. Anyway, so I'm looking on a map, and I go, okay, well, we got to go. It's kind of like near Lubbock, Texas, and we're gonna go on this road, and we're gonna go here, and on these smaller roads, and it's like through some small mountains, not big like the Rocky Mountains, but they're still good. They're bigger than foothills. So some small mountains is mostly like scrub brush and pine trees and stuff. Turns out, number one, we see where Smokey the Bear was from.
Huh.
And we stopped there. They have pictures. I didn't even know that Smokey the Bear was named for a real bear that was rescued from a fire by rangers.
Yeah, me either. Who knew? You
Yeah,
knew.
and
Oh, frozen.
Well, I'm not. And my
I'm
charger's working.
She's frozen. You're frozen.
My knees took a hit. Whoa.
Dang. Those dang knees. I know if I go down on my knee, I feel it. The right one. I try not to do it.
It's my right one. And
It's a
it
shocker.
doesn't even have hardly a kneecap anymore.
Ugh.
And I won't go to the doctors.
I don't blame you.
I got tired. I'm tired of going to the doctors.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Got my heart doctor,
ah,
my endocrinologist, my I don't know, my hematologist, because I take blood thinner shots every day too.
Oh. Yeah, you just didn't need.
sorry
one
about
more.
that. Okay,
Well,
so
listen, you guys, sorry that I gotta go, y'all. Got to go.
Wow.
I gotta go get ready for the baby and the 4-year-old.
Oh,
And
Well, enjoy the grandbabies. That's wonderful.
I will. I'm going to be doing that for a couple hours while she goes to her. Where's she going today? I think she's going to go to her personal trainer to get back her
Ooh.
body after the baby. That's where she goes.
Well, good for her. Good
Yeah.
for her.
So I let her go. So
Yeah.
I will be back. You're going to be on my time Thursday night. Yours.
Exactly. I'm going to
And
do
then
my Friday
Mabel,
morning this week.
I hope you'll be back up, Mabel, now that you can come up.
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems to have fixed it.
Yeah. So now you've got to come up
Excellent.
with me so we can all just ramble on. And then Grace. Grace is out there.
Grace needs to come up.
Grace needs to come up. Anybody. Come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me sit back and watch y'all.
Yeah. We
But
all have
anyway,
to take turns.
Yes. But anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for being here. You're
Enjoy
great.
your
too.
time with your
Thanks for
baby.
coming on. And I'll see y'all later. Maybe I'll come up with another song later. It
Okay.
could happen. Okay.
Yes.
But
We look forward to it.
See y'all later.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
All right. Well, let me
You gotta
finish
go to
about the Smokey the Bear and then what else we found going this back road.
The
Just by
zigzag
looking-
way to Area 51, right?
Huh?
It's
Yeah,
like a
because
zigzag.
we were on our way to Area 51. And then to the Grand Canyon, and we went to the meteor crater, which I already knew about those, right? But so we discovered Smokey the Bear, and then we also discovered where, not Jesse James, Billy the Kid. I think it was Billy the Kid. So this little town where Billy the Kid was from and grew up, and they arrested him, and so he shot the sheriff in order to escape. And was hunted down and stuff. And so they had little museum, it's just a little house in the prairie sized town that didn't have any new buildings or anything. Everything was old. And so we discovered that Lincoln something was the name of the town.
I don't know.
And then we continued over to the Area 51 museum, and I'm not sure we went inside or we just stopped outside. If by the time we were there, I think you didn't even want to go in. Oh, wait.
Well, no, that was not the
Not
OK
Area
Corral.
51. I've been there too. Roswell. Sorry, I got my UFOs mixed up.
Gotcha. They're kind of the same, though, aren't they?
Only one's in New Mexico and one's in Nevada.
Right.
But I've been to both of them.
Tuesday, what do they have there? I mean, you don't see any military presence or anything.
There's a restaurant with a souvenir shop. That's it.
Yeah. Because everything's done underground. So
Yep.
they say.
I kind of flew over once in some so my friend and I, he was the pilot, and we were in a single engine plane going from California back to Utah, and we had to make a stop in Reno, I think. So we were flying across Nevada from Reno to the southern part of Utah, right? So diagonally across the state of Nevada. And so we radioed and asked permission to fly through this restricted airspace. We're actually a little bit north of Area 51, but we kind of went toward Area 51. And they had fighter jets come up and escort us. After they didn't tell us. They said, yes, you have permission. Next thing we know, that there's fighter jets on,
each side of you.
Yeah.
I don't like to fly. I always get sick.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
I don't know what it is. And now that I have, chronic blood clots,
Oh yeah, then it's
I
not
can't
safe.
go on a long flight anywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe down to Florida. When my daughter lived there, we went down a couple times. Oh, we didn't want to leave because
Mhm.
it's so cold up where we are.
Yeah.
But I watched this guy on YouTube with the weather. This whole country's screwed up.
Is it Reed Timmer? Do you watch Reed Timmer?
No, it's called Ryan Hall.
Oh, Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch him. But I mean, I mean, we haven't had any snow at all. We've had
Really?
rain, but no snow.
With
But
all that blizzard stuff that happened, it totally missed you?
oh yeah, nothing. We get nothing.
Wow.
Well, we're nestled between Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Jersey, even though we
Mm,
have the Delaware River. But it just, Philly could get 2 feet of snow and we get zip.
wow.
It's only 30 miles away.
Wow. That's interesting.
I
So
know.
maybe you have like a little safe zone there.
That's what I feel like we're nestled in.
Yeah.
But Northern Delaware and Lower Delaware are like two different states. They call us Yankees down in Southern Delaware. We're Yankees because you hit that midpoint and everything slows down. They have an accent. I mean, it's like freaky, really
Mm,
weird. But yeah, they call us Yankees because we move
okay.
fast.
Mm. Well, I hear my cats having a growling at each other about to have a cat fight, so
All
I should
right,
probably go take care of them. But it's been
mom's
wonderful.
in bed, right?
Huh?
Mom's in bed.
Oh, she went to bed a while ago. Yeah, but maybe on my Friday morning, your Thursday night, then maybe she'll say hello again.
Oh, that's nice. Is she enjoying herself?
I think so. I mean, it's ups and down. I mean, some things are like fun and stuff, and other times are just frustrating or whatever. So it's up and down.
Right.
But I'm enjoying having her here. And I told her when she came to visit, I said, I just want you to cook me comfort food.
That's what I miss. I mean, I miss my mom terribly. I talk to her every day, and
Yeah.
but we do miss her cooking. Believe me.
Yeah, exactly. And so she says that she's not going to come out to visit again, because of her own age and health and stuff, that, the flight's really long.
Yeah,
And
it is.
uh,
You're lucky
she,
you have a mom.
yeah, exactly. And so that's why it's like, I want to spend this time with her having comfort food and maybe making sure that I know
How to
these
do
recipes
something.
and stuff,
Yep.
you know.
I don't know how to make gnocchis. My favorite Italian thing ever. And
Wait,
my mom would
wait,
always
which,
say, "I'll show you, I'll show you, I'll show you." But
never did. Which thing did you say is your favorite?
gnocchi. Gee,
Oh, gnocchi. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it with pesto sauce.
I like it anyway.
Yeah.
We grow basil and make our own pesto sauce.
Oh, nice.
In the Ninja, pine nuts are outrageously expensive, but
Yeah,
we can make
they're
a.
expensive here too.
I think they're just expensive,
Yeah.
and but we make it every summer and freeze it.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, you get some sleep.
Okay.
calm those cats down.
Exactly. Okay.
So I hope
Well,
this is figured out by now.
yeah. So I'll see you in a couple days, and I'm glad that
Yes.
we got the technology sorted out.
Yeah, they I gave us some basic stories. There's some crazy stuff. My dad was a character.
Wow. Well, yeah, you sure shared a lot of good stuff, a good foundation for us. If you want to share more in the future, you know,
He was so handsome. Oh my God.
really.
Mhm.
I wish you could share a picture, but I think you need to keep the anonymity. Yeah.
They're dead. The only person
Okay.
I have left is my sister. We don't have parents or grandparents. There's a
Mm.
few scattered aunts and uncles that we don't really see. So when my mom died, my sister says, I feel like an orphan. I said, I know. Because
Yeah.
everybody was
That's what
gone.
I've heard. Because my dad's died, but I still have my mom, and I don't want to feel like an orphan.
And it was hard. It
Yeah.
was hard.
Yeah. And even my mom, sometimes she'll talk about like her will or like what her wishes would be. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to talk about that stuff.
My
You know?
kids don't want to hear it either. But
Yeah, I know.
I'm unwell. It's not out of the realm of possibility at 60. They said I wouldn't make it to 50.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're still with us.
Me too.
Yeah.
But all right, you enjoy your mom and
Okay.
you have a great time. I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Let's see again.